We are live, aren't we?
We're live.
Are we live? Did we do it? Yes, we did. Welcome. This is the Comic Book G Spot. Welcome, YouTube community. Nice to see everybody. We'll see who can show up. My special guest tonight is Comics with Bueller.
That's me.
Yes, that's you, buddy. You go ahead. Kind of a change up here. Okay. Can you see anything now, bud? I'm gonna try to fix this really quick.
I see all.
Excellent.
I see you. I see me. I see there's my buddy Sam is in the chat.
Awesome, Sam.
I see JP's Budget Collecting's in the chat. Discovery Bay, he's in the chat.
Nice. We've been discovered. Hey, Discovery. I can't see the chat. It's irritating me. And I'm trying to
That is irritating.
Oh my goodness.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes.
Fun. I've been looking forward to being on a live stream with my buddy Robert Gowan for quite some time. And this is our very first time that we're doing it together. And I'm on his channel, and he's got a great looking background and everything. And we're going to have fun tonight. And then I'll just let everyone know that next week, Robert is going to be on my channel. We're going to be bringing back the community spotlight videos, and Robert's going to be a guest, and Thoro Kuboro and another gentleman by the name of Steve Whiting is going to be a guest. And that'll be a lot of fun because I'm looking forward to doing that series again and having some really good friends and YouTubers, and we're going to have a good time. But tonight, it's just me and Robert looks more confused than ever, but that's okay.
I'm trying to mute the double vape.
He'll get it. Look at him. He's dying over there. He's like, oh man, I'm on here.
I'm trying to mute.
He's wearing a t-shirt of a skin or a hairless cat. Just for me tonight. So that's pretty cool.
Miss.
That's awesome. The hairless cat t-shirt makes an appearance. Sam, how you doing, buddy? I missed you today. I bought like 450 comics today without you, Sam. You should have been there. I hear myself. Robert must be watching us in slow time.
Can you hear yourself, bud?
Yeah, all you gotta do, Robert, is just turn the volume down on that video that you're watching and stuff.
I'm trying to fix the. Okay.
Is he gonna get it? Let's take bets if Robert's gonna get this. I don't know if Robert wants to know what I'm betting on.
You tell him Mrs. G has something to say.
Oh no! I'm in trouble now.
You heard that?
What's
loud
happening?
and clear. He
What's
heard you loud
happening?
and clear. Oh my goodness.
He heard me?
Yeah, he heard you. I heard you.
I heard you. Don't think
can't.
you
I'm
hear
trying.
you.
Let me pop in for just a minute.
Uh-oh. I apologize in advance. Hey,
Come
what's
in
going
here,
on?
Travis.
Hello.
Because just so we get this straight, I am his pussy.
Oh,
Okay. And this here is in honor of Bueller's
that's
blue
awesome.
balls.
Oh, what does that say?
It's a ball mason jar
Yeah.
in honor of Bueller's blue balls.
Oh my God. You guys are killing me. Everybody loves those things, man. Everybody. I've got so many names written on those things. It's crazy. I think I'm.
All right.
It's kind
You
of
guys
great.
have fun.
It's
I'm
nice
gonna
to
go.
see you. It's very nice to see you.
All right. I'm gonna go watch and keep you guys in line.
All
Have
right.
fun.
I appreciate it. All right, Robert, what can I do to help you out, buddy?
I'm trying to talk again.
What?
There.
You look very
Perfect.
handsome.
Got that. Okay, got that. And we are pop out chat, fixing this so I can see it. Sorry. Now I'm hearing you. That's what was so confusing, but it was very like all the echoing was driving me crazy.
So is the echo gone?
Gone.
Nice.
Gone. So we're down to that. Now I'm just fixing my screen. Sorry.
Look at that. He's getting it all figured out. Live on air.
Oh. Come on. There we go. Come on.
We don't troubleshoot this beforehand. We do it on air.
Oh, Bueller, I appreciate you being here. I'm trying to see why it's all of a sudden like pausing. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. Sam Singleweb, GB Budget Collecting, all you guys in here, thanks for showing up. Sam.
Sam the man.
He already is. No, wait a minute. How do I make him a moderator?
You want to make Sam a moderator?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes, I'm sure, Sam.
So this is all you do, okay? You see where he
Add moderator.
Yeah, just right where his last comment is. You go to the three dots by his name.
Get a wrench, buddy.
And Sam is the new moderator. He's the comic community moderator, really. And when
is it really?
I think he's pretty much moderating.
Well, I trust Sam, so I'm good with that.
I don't know. You might want to rethink it.
Well, hey, I could just take it away like that, right?
I mean, the guy did stay at my house for like a week unsupervised. So I trust him.
And not find the Bueller box?
Yeah. Couldn't find it. It was right in front of his face.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sam. I appreciate it. We get any like weirdos in here, you just knock them out of here.
That's right. Sam's good at knocking out those weirdos.
Okay. Why is it all of a sudden lagging? All of a sudden I'm getting like really bad like feedback from you to me.
I don't know. I think we're good. I think it looks good. Let me look on my phone.
Okay.
I'm going to look on my phone and see what I can find out.
Okay, I'm going to do some really quick shout outs here, really quick before we get started. We look good on the phone?
Sure. I think we look, I mean, you look better than I do.
Oh, come on. No.
It looks like you got a nice little tan going on, so that's nice.
No, I'm Italian, so that kind of.
Oh, okay, nice. I'm not.
Okay, everybody.
Picture looks good.
I'm gonna do this really quick, just at the very beginning. What I would like to do as soon as people start to show up, and we're 20 minutes in, so people are probably already expecting us to be late. So hey, there's Miss G. Because last time I did this with Thoro, and we were like an hour. We were an hour and a half late, and so we lost a lot of people. So
I know, I was waiting for you.
There's also
I was like, where is this guy?
Yeah, I think there's an auction going on too somewhere else. But also, I was trying not to interrupt Just a Recon.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying not to interrupt him. So anyway, big shout out to my brothers out there. Thoro Caboro Comics. Then we got the New York Warriors. Roar! Love you guys. Got your Instagram post. You guys look like you had a blast at the freaking comic convention in New York. Awesome. I think it was New York they were at, if I'm not mistaken. Then we got Comics Bueller here, of course. Big Lion Cat 646. Midwest Comic Paul. My man, my presser, my cleaner. If you guys want to know about pressing and cleaning, you go up and check up that man. I will repost everybody's links in this new posting. I had to redo this, so that's why we're like knocking into this right now. And then we got the gray man from overseas across the pond. Another guy, another gentleman I like to watch. He does beers and vinyl. That's really good. And he does comics too. He does like comic calls. Something that we're kind of going to do tonight. You guys are wondering what I was showing earlier. These are classic 1970. See, this is why I'm lagging, so I can't see myself.
Yep.
And it's taking a minute for me to show what I can't see what I'm looking at like right away.
Well, I would just. Are you looking at the Google Hangout screen? Because that's the screen
Yeah.
I'm looking at.
That's the one I'm looking at, and it's slow
Man,
as I'm standing here.
you're not standing. You're sitting.
Yeah, well, I'm holding this. Anyway, if you guys ever remember these things, these were Wacky Packs from Wacky Pack stickers. Look at
Yep.
these. These are awesome. I found these for 50 cents a piece. All these stickers.
Those are nice.
Yeah, they're so much fun. But anyway, there's a big shout out for Thorough because he loves Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I thought I'd show him that. It was really cool. It was.
I actually met one of the actors, or not actors. Sorry, I met one of the artists that did the Wacky Packs.
Really?
Yeah, and he's I think he's local here in Portland. He's one of the he did Garbage Pail Kids, and then he did those as well.
Because I have some stuff from like the 70s.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, I still have them. And these are some just new ones I found just recently. And this one was Old Damaged Mutant Nasty Turtles. It's hilarious. It shows like a chicken or a turkey or something on that cover. It's pretty neat.
Very
But
cool.
anyway, that was
a flea market.
This is from a flea market. It was an indoor flea market. Me and my wife went to. My wife loves the place. She gets all of her. She's getting mysteriously back into beanies. So that's been interesting. That and pops. Oh my goodness. Anyway, really quick. I'm almost done with the shout outs, Bueller. Just give me 1 second, okay?
No worries. I was just sharing this on my community page.
Good.
So
then we got the Gray Man from overseas, does the vinyl and the beers. Awesome guys. I love those guys. Then we got Justin Rican and his comics. Another gentleman I like to watch. One thing is special about him, you guys. Discovery Bay, how you doing? But there's Gray Man. How you doing? Nice to see you guys. But one thing is cool about Justin Rican is any subs out there that are below 1,000 subs, he gives them shout outs once in a while. Gives other community members, new community members, a shout out, no matter who they are. Under 1,000 subs, I think it is, something like that.
So I'm not good enough to get a shout out from Justin Rican.
He shouted you out before. Are you kidding me?
I've been on this channel a couple times.
Yeah, exactly. I've watched it. And then we got Big Will. Big Will, my man. How are you? Then my other gentleman. This is a very special shout out. This is Barbarian Kung Fu. Barbarian, again, thank you for what you've done. I watched your video with Big Will the other day, and you actually opened up my books that I sent you. I hope you like the extras. Yes, they were copies, by the way. You were wondering about that on air. But nice to see you. I think you had a show earlier tonight, too, which is really cool. Then we got another favorite that I like to watch. I love watching your reviews, Bueller. My favorite is you have your 50 cent hauls. I also watch your new hauls every Wednesday, so I never miss that. But there's another gentleman out there I like to follow that does new hauls. But what's cool, a little bit different between him and you, is he does stuff like indie titles and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then he also does other ones that no one really hears about. And he'll do reviews on them sometimes. And that's Joe Ryan in comics. Yep. Love that guy too. That's another guy I really care about.
I do indie titles. What are you talking about?
Well, once in a while.
Apparently, Robert doesn't make it that far into those videos, everybody.
I do watch those videos.
The end.
Oh,
so sticks around for the Marvel and DC, and then he's out of there.
No. Anyway, then we got Chinos and Comics. You guys know about these guys? They started a comic book store down in Texas. Really, wonderful guys. Check them out. Then we got Take the Time Collectibles. I like this gentleman also. He also does a lot of stuff for charity work, and he actually shouts out community members that participate in charity work. That is a big plus. That's somebody who means something. It's actually doing something for the community, which is excellent, and not just us, for the rest of the world. I really respect that, and I like watching him. Then we got my other man that's been off for a while, but he's gonna probably come back either sometime tonight or later. But that is Comic Spectre, another gentleman I have a high respect for. He's still in the military, you guys. Thumb him up. Go and check him out when he comes back. But he will be on later tonight, I think, sometime. But big shout out to my man. Thank you for the print. It was beautiful. I appreciate it. Then we got Comic Tom 101. Now, another thing, it's a big difference. What I like watching on Comic Tom 101 is he does firsts, and he does, sometimes he'll do history ones. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
The history ones are really good.
And
So
sometimes,
Tom, yeah, go ahead, buddy.
sometimes he has a guest on. That's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I like the guy that does the golden ones. That one's cool.
I like the guy that wears the vest that he has on there sometimes. That's the guy. That's the guy that I kind of like. You know,
I love you, brother. You know that.
He likes to drink coffee and you know.
You haven't done it, but you haven't done that in a while. I haven't seen you in a while on that one. I'm not getting notifications on that.
The last one we did was the God, what did we do? We did one on the Avengers or something. No, we did the one on the theft and stuff. And I think that's the comic book theft. And Tom and I have talked a little bit about the stuff that we were doing together. Like we were doing a thing every Tuesday. And we kind of came to the realization that we want to do something that's with like really newsworthy type thing.
JP, you be nice. JP Bueller is like a brother to me. Sorry, guys. Don't be picking on my guy with the vest. That vest is pretty special.
But yeah, we want to do something like that's like it really has a point and something that we really drive together type thing. And so we're kind of holding off on doing stuff until something like major comes up or whatnot. And then we're going to cover it and we're going to focus it really heavy. So that's kind of what we've decided on doing. And we just feel as though it just makes more sense when there's something major to talk about. And then once that happens, that's when we're going to do it. So, but we're always talking behind the scenes, and we're always planning stuff. I mean, we have stuff planned that we've talked about doing here pretty soon. We're probably gonna it'll probably be up in like I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. But we've actually talked about recording videos and not doing live streams because we actually prefer. And I think
you know what? I watched your premiere one. That was really cool, dude. I really like that.
Yeah,
it kind of gives you a little bit more control in the creative part.
Exactly.
This is kind of like raw in your face, which I like because you're showing the real person. You know what I'm saying? And
I like
all the screw-ups.
Yeah, I think I can speak for Tom on this one as well. I think that I think both of us prefer doing edited videos as opposed to live videos. Not that live videos aren't fun.
Yeah.
But live videos are fun, and I've kind of decided to do. I was doing one every Friday, and I think I'm gonna do it every other Friday now going forward. And
by the way, Bueller, Steve and Spock wants to kiss nipples. She's kissed my nipples. How's this?
Those are great. But
I told Mrs. G if we ever get a cat, this is the cat we're getting.
Hairless cat? Are you Dr. Evil or something?
Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely not. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that like I said, we really like to do edited videos. I like taking the time and doing those and putting them together, and they just look cleaner and they're nicer and they're not that we don't like doing live stuff, but I think we both prefer doing edited content. And we've talked about doing some edited content together and like going like
that would be cool.
Yeah, like he lives up about a couple hours away, so I was thinking about going up there like once a month, and we're gonna do some videos like in studio type thing. We'll probably shoot like a handful of them, and then they'll come out during the month type thing. So that's kind of what we were anticipating. I'll go down there for a weekend. We'll shoot like 5 or 6 videos, and then he'll put them out, whenever he wants to, and vice versa on my channel. So that's kind of what we're gonna do going forward.
Okay, cool. Nice, very nice.
We have Don in here. What's going on, Don?
Yes, Don, Master Don is here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Also, I like what Gray Man said. He says, Sphinx cats are freaky. Yes, they are.
Look at all these cool people in here. We got Thoro Kuboro.
Yes, Thoro Kuboro, my other man. He's here.
We have Steve and Spock is in here. And you'd like, do you know Steve and Spock? Do you know that Spock is his dog?
What?
Spock dog, okay? And his dog is the same type of dog as yours, Robert.
It's a min pin?
I don't know what that. He's got a wiener dog.
Oh, he's got a wiener dog. I got a min pin.
I don't know what that is, but they look.
Okay. All right. Think of this. Here's the best way to explain it. They're not related to this dog, but this is what they look like. Think of a Doberman Pinscher.
Okay.
Just miniaturize it to 12 pounds.
Okay. They all look the same to me. I'm a cat guy.
Hey, the dog he has is long, so it's like the wiener dog.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's a cute dog. Those are cute dogs. Good dogs too.
Very cool. Very cool. But we got 14 or 15 people watching right now.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah.
We're just getting started.
Then we got one more. I got one more shot, a couple more shout outs. Let me finish this off really quick.
All right, do it.
Then we got JPS Budget Collecting. I really like his new stuff. He's been interesting. He's been showing stuff that was really hot like 6 months ago, and then kind of bringing up to date of what it's worth now. This is what I like about you, Bueller. You find these special deals, and that's why I wanted to do this tonight, because everybody in the chat, everybody out there, this is all about like flea market finds. None of the books I show you tonight are over $1. Just be aware of that. And that's kind of how I was setting this at. Either 50 cents to $1. That's it. And you can find some really good finds out there. Oh, here's little man.
Oh, there. Yeah, see, they all look alike.
No, they don't. Gotta hide his picture. There we go.
It's the same,
boy.
color as Steve's dog.
Yeah, same color. I call that mahogany. That's what I call it on these dogs because they're like a Rottweiler. Rottweiler's got the same colors.
Steve sent me a picture of his dog, so I know exactly what.
Very cool, very cool. Steve, this is my little man. This is Cullen. Yep. And we plan on getting another. There, he's saying hi. He just said hi. Say hi again. One more time. Say hi to Bueller. Come on. Good boy. Do it one more time. Do it one more time. Hi. Show him hi. Show him hi.
That's a true first right there.
Show him hi. There, hi. There you go. What a good boy. Good boy. Okay.
I tried to get my cat Nipples to say hello to you, but she just get pissed.
He's such a good little man. He is spoiled rotten. Anyway, okay, back to the shout outs really quick. Thorough, you missed it, but I said your name first, I think. Thorough Kuburo, my man, my brother. And okay, Sam Single Web, another one. He's my moderator tonight. Then some special shout outs. Here we go. Special shout outs. Cat Ren Figures. Awesome. Seawood 19. Awesome. I like his stuff. He's up to 1,000 signature comic books. I'm not into signature comic books, or I don't like my comic books with signatures on them unless they can be verified. If they can be verified, I'll buy them. If it's in a CG slab, that's fine with me. I get it. You get my point on that, I think.
Yep.
And then we got JD, man full of knowledge. Really good guy. He's been doing this new show on Wednesdays, Golden Guys. Excellent show. Those guys are knocking out of the ballpark. They're on the 3rd episode. Really, really good. When you're talking about Golden Age books, learning a lot through that show. Because I've got like Bueller, I swear, Bueller, I've told you already, supplies have been killing me. And I just finished up all my long boxes.
Yeah.
And now I'm down to like 3 short boxes. I've rebagged and reboarded everything. Everything is brand new. And now I got to go back and catalog everything.
Isn't that a nice feeling, though, to get them all rebagged?
Oh, my God. You have no idea. And by the way, big shout out to, Plug It.
Oh, the Max Pro Supplies?
Yeah, Max Pro Supplies. Excellent place.
I just
you use the Bueller code, you get
10% off.
10% off on your thing.
I just went up there yesterday,
Yeah.
The warehouse.
Yeah.
And they gave me another 1,000 bags and boards, and they gave me some other stuff as well. And I just rebagged and boarded all of my Uncanny X-Men collection last night, and they're all in the new Max Light. They look so nice.
You guys, everybody out there that's watching this, we're talking about Max Pro Supplies. Those new, my favorite is still the My Lights. I love these. These are great. I still order these.
Sure.
And these are great. And the ones Bueller is talking about, and I don't have a bag because I used all my bags up. Explain it really quick. I always pronounce it wrong, and I got to say to my thing.
Well, they're called Max Lights.
Max Light Pro something though.
Yeah. Well, I just call Max. I just call them Max Lights.
Okay, excellent.
And the thing was that they're like 100 pack of regular right now are like $4.50.
Yep, and they're a lot like the Mylars.
Yeah, they're very similar.
They're just a little thinner. That's all. The only difference is just a tiny bit thinner, but they're not like a poly bag, so it makes a big difference.
And just so everybody knows, the Max Pro guys, they have a second website called Columbia Hobby because they are a distributor for many other products, including the MyLights that you just showed, and the Bueller code works on that website as well.
Yes, it does.
So you can get 10% off your MyLights that you want as well. So there you go.
Exactly. There you go, guys. So it's something for everyone out there. Your box and everything. Also, John Comics with Kids, my man. I highly respect that gentleman as a teacher. Also, other than you, Bueller, he's made me feel very welcome in the community, which has been awesome. He did a show with me a couple weeks ago called The List, and that was a lot of fun.
Yep, I like John a lot.
John is awesome.
His very first video he ever did for comic books was for me. Was for a contest entry into one of my contests a long time ago, and that's kind of what made him want to make a video. And then look how much he's done since then. So it's kind of cool. He's a great guy and a good friend.
And another one I really like because he kind of reminds me of me, but he's just the guy is awesome, and it's White Whale Comics. Man, oh man, I can't say enough. What I like about him is he actually likes to obscure books. A little darker on the side, but it's awesome. Love White Whale. Yeah. And that is it on the shout outs. I'll re-shout all those out at the end of the show.
He actually Alec.
He did a comic book. Alec did a comic book.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've been trying to get a hold of the gentleman because I would like to get a copy. I really would. I think it would be awesome. And you're gonna hate me right now, Bueller, because me and sorry.
We have Biggie Shack. He's in the I want to say hello to Biggie Shack.
Yes, sir.
He's a big wrestling fan. He's probably looking forward to tomorrow's pay-per-view. So it should be a lot of fun.
Very nice. Sam's got a video coming out tomorrow, you guys. Make sure you check that out. You'll also be on Discovery Bay, I'm sure of it.
I gave Sam a video idea last night. Excellent. I wonder if that's the one that he's talking about.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, you ready? Me and Thorough are going to do something, and I'm going to get a second. You're going to probably not like this, but that's what it's all about. Personal.
It's about me not liking something?
No. Personal preference. I mean, it's just like our movies. It was what was it that we were talking about? No, we were talking about a movie too. Total brain fart. No, you didn't like Aquaman on DC. I was surprised.
It was a lot. It kind of reminded me of like one of the Fast and Furious movies. Okay, not the.
I got that.
I kind of noticed that it was like a lot of bells and whistles and bright and all flashy and stuff. But I thought the substance of it, I was like, it kind of left me hanging. I was like, I really didn't care about the outcome of the movie, and I didn't get invested in the characters. And that's kind of what drives a movie for me, is if I get invested in the characters that are involved.
You have to admit, though, the villain in it, what was his name? Mantis.
Yeah.
Manta?
The Black Mantis, or
Black Manta? Awesome. I thought that was awesome.
I liked his character. I thought that was pretty good, and I think it would have been better if it was more centric around him than the other villain that was the main villain. Yeah. I can't even remember that. Well,
yeah, I'm sorry, but me and Laura are in love with Jason Momoa. He's a man's man, and he drinks Guinness. All good with me.
I like Jason Momoa. I think he's pretty cool. I got a chance to meet him, and I talked with him for about 20 minutes before he took the stage, because I was covering that Rose City, was it? I can't remember what con it was, but we shot the footage for his panel.
Thank you, John. You see what he wrote there? It said, finally a show where it wouldn't be only be wise old gentlemen. Love seeing you guys together. That's awesome,
Very
John.
cool. But yeah, he's a nice guy. I really enjoyed talking to him, and he was
seems like a real down to earth person too.
Yeah, I really
He's
enjoyed.
actually from Iowa. He's not from Hawaii. Everybody thinks he's from Hawaii.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he rose up as a farm boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to watch him on. He used to be on Stargate.
Yeah. He also used to be on Baywatch.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, he was a bartender. It's
okay.
Funny, dude. Oh, it's so funny. But anyway, getting back to that.
Okay.
Like I said, like I've said in the past, everybody's got their opinions on movies. Some people like them, sometimes you can agree on them. But there is a comic book I just got in the mail the other day, and I don't know why they haven't sent me the other variants, but I read it. And this is a shout out to Thoro Caboro. And I'm sorry, John, I'm sorry, because you did a review too. There's a whole bunch of you guys did a review. They didn't like this story. Everybody was saying it was like, before I tell you what it is, but everybody was saying that it was misconstrued or it was all messed up. It didn't make sense. I got this story, and it's only the first, and I'm waiting for the rest. Now, this could be a total flop. There I can agree with you because it's just the first book, but we haven't seen the rest. But what they've made so far, I think it's interesting. And the reason why it's interesting is because it has to do with our modern times right now, about the internet, about social media, about Facebook, about all that crap that's out there that we use to do stuff like this. This is what it should be used for. Stuff like this. Communication. It drives me nuts. You see how I am with the darn phone? Text. I'm actually learning how to push the button and talk now, and it actually does everything. That's a convenience, Yep. But anyway, here we go. It's on this. Deceased, DC.
Okay.
Now, all of the issues on this, this is the first one. I don't have the second one, so I can't tell you any more than that. I don't even think it's out yet, is it? The second one?
Yeah, it's not out yet, just the first one.
Just the first one. Everybody was saying like this story, and I was trying to figure that out, and they were saying it was the art wasn't good. I don't know. It was done by different. Here's the thing.
That's what I heard. I heard the art changed.
Listen to you guys. This is my reader copy, so I can, I got. What's cool about this is, and I don't think anybody paid attention to this. Everybody out there, and I'm not criticizing you guys. Everybody's got their own critic. Everybody judges a thing. But if you look on the bottom and you go to the first page, this is an example of what I mean about art, Bueller. When I'm talking about art, it's not just the cover, okay? Yeah. But if you look at the inside of this cover and you look at Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all these characters, these are done by different artists, not just one.
Oh, okay.
This whole thread is done by different artists. So I'm like, that's really cool. And I was reading it, and I read it thoroughly. The other cool thing was, when you get through the story, what it's about so far, I didn't find it convoluted. That was the word you guys used, I think it was, out there. There was a few streamers out there who were saying it was convoluted. I'm sorry. You're looking at Batman and all of a sudden. But what's cool though is he gets infected with like the zombie virus or something, right? But it's not through, it's through the internet, through media.
Yeah.
And they watch a TV screen and all of a sudden, boom. Now, an old story that I remember another YouTuber used was talking about like getting back to this. So you get to the back. Sorry, I kind of went all over the place. You have to keep saying squirrel to remind me to keep me in check.
That's right.
Laura, Miss G will say squirrel in the chat. That means she's keeping me on track, guys. Sorry. I'm a little excited. So you get to the back. Thoro also pointed this out. The Batman Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones. I want to check this out.
Yeah, I got that one.
Is it good?
I haven't read it yet, but I've liked them in the past, and I wanted to grab it. And
also, the other thing I don't think people read. Now, older books like Stan Lee. Remember the Stan Lee soapbox and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now they got the same thing in the back of this. I don't think everybody reads the entire book.
Yeah.
Now, this was a short book. I give you that. Very short book. it was a very short read. I mean, it didn't take too long to get to the end. I was like, yeah, mostly advertisements. But then you get to the back, and it's one by Scott Snyder. And he has a little bit of things about what he was doing, the art, the stories. He also talks about the Dark Knight Metal comics a little bit. I don't think people read the whole book. I think they just skim it and don't really give a decent review on it. And I was skeptical. I'll be honest. I was very skeptical. Yeah, this is a total, I'll be honest, you guys, total cover buy for me.
Yeah.
But I did read it. And I don't know, my opinion, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was kind of like, you know how I always say this, Bueller? Think outside the box, not in the box. Yeah. Outside the box. Think big. Yeah. Think, you get my point. Sorry.
I do.
You got something to say? Go ahead, bud. Sorry. I'm a little excited. And I haven't had caffeine.
I gotta get a refill here in a minute there, Rob.
Yeah, okay, bud. So what do you guys think in the chat? Geeks and Drinks and Comics. Hey, thank you, buddy. It's actually a good read. You got Geeks. Decent.
I know that DC is going all out for that book. I mean, they're pumping in. They're pumping in a bunch of the variant covers for everything, and they got a bunch of different people licensed to do things on it, and it's kind of their big book because Heroes in Crisis is coming to an end.
Yeah, and that was a good story. You said it was a good story, and I think I got one copy of that. I don't have the rest of them. I have to get the rest of them. I'm going to get them on back order.
And then that one, the Batman Who Laughs story.
Oh, that was awesome.
That's coming to an end. They actually extended it one more issue. It was only a 6-part. Now it's a 7-part series. So they added an extra issue to that one.
Yeah, that was really good.
And then who knows when the Doomsday Clock is going to end? Because if that one ever does end, but because it never comes out. And then they have the Batman Damned. Eventually, that one's going to come out, the third one of that one. So.
Yeah, I ordered 6 copies of that one because I have a thing. My other collectibles are skulls. Yeah. I got a shelf out there full of skulls, different types of skulls, not human skulls, just skulls. And I like that too. And that cover really attracted me. And I like the story because I have the other ones. And I thought it was a great story. Here's what gets me, Bueller. And I talked about this before on another stream. But it's like, you know how everything has gotten kind of sensitive, politically correct on how you talk about certain things or being very opinionated. And one of the new things now is like how you're starting to see stronger women characters. Like what I can't figure out is why did they, I mean, it makes sense. I've been explained it from other guys in the comic book community, but why do they make Miss Captain Marvel like total, like ultimate power compared to all the other characters that had all that power? Because you know how they scale down their powers from movies to comic books. They're always more powerful in the comic books. I brought this up too before.
Well, I think that's one thing that as far as like the movies go on Marvel, except for Thanos, all the villains are they're not as powerful as the heroes type thing. They're defeated pretty easily. Right. And Thanos is the exception. And I think that's a problem they've had from day one, really. If you go back and if you look at like Iron Man 2 or the first Iron Man and stuff like that, and those villains in those movies weren't very powerful. They're very, very weak and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I think as time goes on, I think they'll get better. But that's always been the case, I think, with the villains, in movies as far as the comic book movies. I just don't think the villains live up to how powerful the heroes are, like a Thor or a Hulk or something like that.
A lot of people forget like how Marvel almost went under. And you want to know what? You want to know the movie that saved Marvel? And this is my opinion, guys. I don't care what you think, but this is my opinion. And what saved Marvel, and I guess you could say it's also proof, it was Blade.
Blade, I've heard that.
Was one of the first movies that actually saved Marvel, put them back on the map in the movies.
Yeah. I think, I liked the Blade movie, but I think that I don't think a lot of people, when they saw it, even referred to it as a Marvel movie, to be honest.
They didn't. No, they didn't even know. Yeah. That's the thing. That's where I'm trying to talk. I've tried to bring up this conversation before where there's there's a big majority of us as collectors and readers of. I just lost the camera.
It's back on now, buddy. You're good.
Okay, all I see is a big G. It keeps like in and out. Anyway, what was I saying? Sorry, if you're wondering why I keep moving my hands around, it's this Italian thing. I apologize. So sorry.
You're talking about Blade.
Blade, yes. And movies in general, like those kind of movies. And the collectors, and us as collectors, and us as readers that are, big time geeks into the story. The thing is, the majority of the world or the community that doesn't read comic books and doesn't collect, they're just getting into it, like the newer generation, the younger generation, and they're just getting into it, don't have any ideas what some of these characters are until they've actually seen them on the movie. So that's where, like, they keep retelling the Batman story over and over again. I get it why they do it. I am looking for the new Joaquin Phoenix movie with Joker. I think that's going to be good.
Well, the one thing about the movies, and I really firmly believe this, any of the comic book movies, they don't drive comic book sales for new people. There's not a big wave of people going out and seeing Blade or going out and seeing Avengers.
I love it. Sorry to interrupt, buddy, but Thorough said it perfectly right there. Blade saved the Marvel crumbling at the time.
Yeah.
Totally true. Totally Thorough.
But
I'm going to give you another reason why I actually pointed that out for Blade. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think they translate the new customers to the comics, which is unfortunate. I wish they would, but you just don't see it. Now that all these movies are mainstream and stuff, you think that comic shops, they'd be flying off the shelves. They are selling, but they're selling to the same collectors who've always been buying books type thing. It's just that they're buying more of the books, that type thing. Because I look at Black Panther. Okay, I think I've said this before. Black Panther was like Marvel's biggest movie last year. It made tons of money. A bunch of people went and saw it. Black Panther couldn't crack the top 25 in sales for comics, right at the height of the movie. Now you think that would change, because everybody saw it and everybody really liked it and they want to go out and buy the comic. But there's hardly any, reach over or whatever you want to call it, or new people coming from that movie saying, I got to go buy the comic. It's people who already buy comics and they go, I got to go buy that now, type thing. They're already buying the books, type thing. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish that that these movies drove all these comic book sales, but they for new people. They do for existing customers, but for new people, it just doesn't really happen.
Totally agree. So
it's kind of really.
Oh, it is fun. I think it's fun. You know what I mean? As a collector and a reader of those fans, I mean, my favorite, and everybody's gonna have their thing, but one of my favorite characters so far that's been shown a few times is Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
and she was a very underrated character. I loved reading that character. I got tons of Scarlet Witch in my comic book collection. And nobody really liked the Age of Ultron. I don't understand why. Why is that?
I watched it actually just like the other night. Did
you really? My favorite part, it actually showed how strong she really was.
Yeah.
In the end of that movie. I was like, are you kidding me? And no one's seen that,
I watched it again and I like the Ultron character.
I did too.
It's a great character. And but the thing about that movie, what it lost, and I thought this from the very beginning, was the very first Avenger movie. Okay, when you see all them together, you have that moment of just sitting. Oh, those are all my characters together for the first time ever. It's fantastic. And then when I went and saw the second movie, I didn't have that moment because I already saw it, so I didn't like it as much because I already saw that, and the moment just wasn't there, and I didn't walk out of that movie going, "Oh, this was awesome." I still think it's a good movie, but because that first one had that moment, that scene with all them together, fighting together for the first time, that's a lot to live up to for a sequel. And I think that's where people kind of lost interest in it. It's still a good movie. I think it's still like one of the highest ranked movies up there.
Yeah, it was
But
excellent.
out of the Avengers movies, my actual favorite one, out of the 4 Avengers movies, my favorite is Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
And then my second favorite
You know
is,
how many times I've watched that, dude?
I know.
So many times. It's excellent.
Endgame is actually my third favorite on the list. I mean, it's the Infinity Wars, then the original, and then
Yep.
Endgame, and then the Ultron one. But they're all good.
Yep.
But Infinity Wars, my favorite by far.
Man, you gotta love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, oh man, oh man. So getting back to the Blade thing, and this is why if anybody out there has watched the special edition on Blade, at the very end of the movie, you see Blade come outside of a building during the day. And he looks across, he sees on top of the building, and there's a guy with a scarf and his head's covered up. That's this guy, you guys, right here. Morbius,
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters. I don't think you've seen it.
Told me that before.
Yeah. Did I? I'm sorry.
I think so, yeah.
Look at this. That's done on silk.
Oh, wow.
Now, hopefully, I'm hoping, please don't let me down. I'm going to say his name wrong because Miss G's going to tease me. Jared Leto.
I think it's pronounced Jay Leno.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying.
That looks a lot like Jay Leno, man.
But anyway,
makeup on.
I'm sorry, guys, but the what was it? Oh, when he did the Joker, no. In what was it?
I'll tell you something funny. I just watched that movie, The Suicide Squad, the other night with my son Christian. Okay, he
I love
never saw it.
Harley Quinn in it. Harley Quinn was awesome. That was like taking right out of the book.
He had never saw it before, okay,
Right.
and he liked that Joker. He's like, man, that's my favorite Joker.
I have a lot of friends that like that Joker too. I was shocked.
And I think it's generational because my son, he's only 21.
Okay.
And so he doesn't have the history that we do with the Jokers that we've experienced, you know.
Right.
But he watched that movie. He didn't think the movie was that great, but he liked the Joker character in there, which was very surprising because he obviously didn't do it for me. And the compared to the other Jokers that we have had, I mean, it's not even close in my book.
Yeah, everybody's freaking out right now. I told Miss G yesterday. I seen the previews about who's gonna play the new Batman.
Oh.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
What did you think?
I don't. It's so weird because
it is weird.
Here's when I envision our characters, okay, that we've all enjoyed seeing. I don't envision a younger generation of characters. Now, I don't know how old that guy is who's playing it, you know, but I envision someone playing Batman who's in their mid-40s, you know, like a distinguished, like
exactly
like John Hamm, who played on Mad Men. Okay, that type of guy, I think, would make a great Batman. Or the other guy who was in I can't remember his name. He was in a show called Vegas, and he's been in the Transformers movies and stuff. And he's a tall guy or whatnot. I can't remember the guy's name, but I see him as a Batman. This guy, I just don't see it, but I am open to let him do it, you know, and hopefully he does a good job. But it's just weird to me because it's almost like he's the guy from the Twilight movies, I guess. And I don't know. It's
I can't remember his name right now.
If he bulks up,
if he bulks up, maybe.
Yeah,
I'll be wrong, and you prove us wrong, and he could be actually decent at it. Never know. That's even if he gets the character. So that's still.
It's not an easy role to do. That's the thing. You're playing an iconic character. That there's been some good ones. There's been some bad ones. But anyone who takes on a role like that, or takes on a role of the Joker, it's you got to bring your A game, or you're just going to get laughed out of the building.
Right. Robert Patterson, Miss Jesus said. Yep. That's who it was. Yep. Thank you, sweetheart. And Gray Man, he said he liked the Joker. I'm 49. I'm going to tell your age right now. Guess what? I'm 53. I'm older than you. I win. Sorry. He thought he was an excellent psychotic Joker. Okay, I give you that. We're not talking. How do we explain this, Bueller? we're kind of already are explaining sort of the opinion about the Joker, what we think about it. Same thing as a Batman.
The one thing I say about the Joker in Suicide Squad, for one, he's not on the screen very much. Okay, so he's a very limited role in that movie.
Right.
To where I don't think I think people's opinion on him that people don't like him are a little jaded because he wasn't on the screen that much. And
No.
here we got the other movies with Heath Ledger and Jack, and they were the main villain of the movie, so you saw him all the time. I think that if he was on there more often, then people would have maybe a better opinion because that guy would have some time to shine and maybe put that character out there more. But since it was such a supporting character, I think he's only on the screen for like 10 to 12 minutes, and that's it. So,
yeah, I just did not like the evil character that they portrayed in that movie. It frustrated me. It reminded me of, and I like monster movies also. It reminded me too much of like the new Mummy movie with what's his name? Top Gun guy.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, where Universal tried to bring back the classic monster movies, you guys.
Yeah, they didn't
You're
go
going to bring back all of those, and they kind of canceled it because that movie bombed so bad. And I watched it. I gave it a second chance. It had Russell Crowe in it too. At the end, or in the middle of it, he was playing Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Have you seen it yet?
Which one is it?
The Mummy, the new Mummy.
I didn't see it. No.
That was supposed to be like the retro kickback to the new Universal horror movies that we watched when we were kids growing up. And it was so disappointing. It was almost the same character they portrayed in that movie, in both movies.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think that they were trying to launch something like really big, and that movie didn't do very well, so I don't think they're going to do it anymore.
No, I would like to see them bring this back, like Boris Karloff. This is from 1962, you guys, this Frankenstein. It's awesome. Super old, like me. Yeah. Anyway, I have a question for you, Bueller.
Okay.
You know your Thor, right?
What?
You know your Thor?
I know Thor. He was all fat in the movie.
Yeah, the Mighty Thor.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the significance of this book is?
No.
I was
ask Sam. Sam.
Hey Sam, come on, buddy. My encyclopedia. Come on. This is Marvel now. Sam, this is for you. What is it?
Sam should know all this stuff, man. He's my encyclopedia.
This is issue 341. There's like all of a sudden a big thing about this. I want to know why.
Come on, Sam.
Did you see the preview for what do you think of the preview for Swamp Thing? Oh my god. That looks awesome.
It does look pretty good. You know, I kind of go back to the old Swamp Thing movie. Remember that? And
I remember about that movie is big boobs. That's it. I
remember the little pig man that was in there. Creeped me out. Creeped me out beyond belief. I have it on DVD. What number was that?
That was issue 341.
So I'm looking it up. It says crossover appearance of Superman as Clark Kent.
Really?
What? Apparently Superman's in there.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure that out.
Didn't Marvel and DC do like a Superman Thor?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Is it? Okay.
Must be. I mean, that's funny. It doesn't even list the price. It just says that's all it says about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is for a buddy of mine who I want to call me because I would like to personally thank him for the Silver Surfer and Galactus thing he sent me in the mail last week on the 2nd. You guys seen that stream? If you haven't seen the stream, please go back and check it out. Thumb up this video, subscribe to everybody I said earlier. I will redo it later after I leave. I'll have everybody's links in the description. You can all tag them. This is another book. Do you look at this, Sam? Do you remember this?
Sam has that book.
Yes, he does. You better have that book, Sam. That was a CGC slab I sent you for Christmas. The same one, right? You still got it, right?
I can guarantee he probably still has it.
Yeah, because I know he doesn't like DC, but I had to send him a first one.
Yeah, he gets pissed off when people give him DC books.
I know. I didn't know that at that time. He didn't. He wasn't specific at that time. But anyway, why I'm holding this book up, this is the second copy I had in my collection, and I have other ones. And I want to give this. I'm going to put a big shout out to you guys. So if you talk to him before I do, this is for Comic Spectre, just for an AOK. But I want to personally talk to you, Spectre. So call me on the phone. I've left you my telephone number. Please call me. I would love to talk to you. This is for you, buddy. Okay? The name, the Spectre. Voila. Okay. Now I have one more shout out. Sorry, I'm going to keep doing this. A buddy of mine at work, where I work for a lumber mill factory. So yeah, I'm a laborer, guys. Sorry. And he got into sculpture. We're getting back into artwork again. I apologize, Bueller. And
hey, Robert, I'm gonna grab a refill on my coffee real quick.
Do that. Because I want to show this piece. Anyway, right now I told him to take his time. He is what I would consider a gearhead. And if you guys don't know what a gearhead is out there, they're kind of those people that are just geniuses when it comes to motors on cars, anything. They can build anything. And he all of a sudden got into sculpture. And he's made a few sculptures for some people I know that live a couple towns over from where I live. And he built me this sculpture. And he's in the middle of making me one. He knows I like snakes and reptiles. And one day out there, I'm going to show you a few of my reptiles later on. But this is what he made me. Can you identify what this is in the chat? Anybody out there? Can you see what this is? This is a sculpture. If anybody can see this, now the lag is terrible tonight. This is an owl. And the eyes are made out of radiator caps. Other than this, the wings and a little bit of the bottom, that's some garden pieces. He picks up scrap at scrap yards and then builds these sculptures together. And I just think this is so cool. Stuff like this is neat. You know, and he gave me this. He said, Robert, try this. Anyway, this is a shout out to you, Michael. If you ever watch this, you know, this is for you. Leonard. Man of balls, walls, baby. Is that Leonard? Is that my buddy from work? Anyway, shout out to you, buddy. That's for Michael. Just wanted to, I told him I'd shout him out. I'm shouting him out. He made that for me. It's really cool. Anyhow, we are so far behind.
Hey,
I'm taking my time. It's a Saturday night. We're going to enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy spending it with you. So I hope that's okay, buddy.
Yeah, my son doesn't get home for like 2 hours, so I got plenty of time. But there is a gentleman I met today.
Like blue balls?
I wanted to say, I don't know if he's watching or whatnot, but it's somebody local here who watches my show or whatnot, and he kind of reached out to me and said,
"Go right ahead, buddy."
And I met him today for coffee at the coffee shop I always talk about, and he was really excited to come hang out and talk comics. And we sat there for like an hour, and it was nice to meet. His name is Bob, and I don't know if Bob's watching, but Bob, I had a great time today, and
awesome.
Look forward to hanging out with you again.
I'm a Bob too.
So, a lot of Bobs in my life.
Yeah. Bob, yes, absolutely. What kind of things are you talking about? Comic books? Just out of curiosity.
Just a little bit of everything. I mean, he's watched my videos for a long time.
Very cool.
He didn't. I don't think he realized that I live so close. And he finally sent me an email like last week and said, "Hey, I think I live like right down the street. I didn't realize it and stuff."
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna do a shout out really quick. Sorry,
yep.
Susan. Hi, how are you? One of me and Mrs. G's girlfriends. She's a sweetheart. I know her.
Awesome. We got the whole crew in here. The Robert has his private crew that watches his live streams. Well, that's pretty neat.
Buddy, continue. I apologize.
But we just talked about comics and just how we kind of, got back into comics. I hear this story all the time, and it's a very similar story to my own. We collected when we were young. Life happens. We stopped collecting, and here we are in our 40s, and we're getting back into it, or 30s, or whatever. But that's 90%. I think of the people who collect comics right now. It's probably the same story. They collected when they were young. They stopped for a long time.
One of my favorite stories, buddy, that I watched of yours that I thought was so cool is the spinner rack story. And you actually show the house. That was so cool.
Yeah.
That was from when you were a kid, wasn't it? You said?
Yeah, that was literally a spinner rack that I got when I was probably 10
and
or
it's still
11
in
years
the
old.
house after you moved away from here for so long.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I was.
If you guys haven't seen that video, go back on Bueller's and check his video list. He's got a thing called spinner rack. He actually updated it. He brought it up to present, so you can actually find it a little bit quicker. Check it out. It's pretty interesting. Really, really cool.
It's funny about that video because that video was like one of my first videos within a few months when I started doing YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's. I mean, I think about. I don't know. It's got like 700 views.
Yep.
And obviously, a lot of people have subscribed to my channel since then who aren't aware of that video because it's so old. And
wow.
I think that, because I think, I'm about 5,500 subscribers right now, and the majority of them have never watched that video. And it's almost the type of video to where I wish that I would do it now, because I know if I put it out now, I mean, it would, everybody would watch it like they did before, because it was such a moment, for me, and to be able to do it, or whatnot, and just for the people that gave me the ideas to go and check, it was so cool. And I'll be honest, I had no idea if it was still there. I didn't think it would be,
Sure.
I mean, nobody did. And the fact that it was still there after 30 years, that's just, that's icing on the cake, So
awesome.
It's one of my favorite videos. It means a lot, and because it was literally just finding a piece of my childhood after I thought it had been lost, So it was neat to be able to share that with everybody.
Yeah, it was awesome. By the way, I got an interruption from Squirrel Girl.
Okay, yeah.
I have a tendency to I don't know. It's hard for me to see on this side, buddy. That's why I was saying the chat, because I'm getting lag.
Yep.
So I see you talking, then I see myself talking, and I hate interrupting you. That's why I keep saying sorry all the time.
Why are you looking at yourself? Don't you know what you look like?
Yeah, I'm reading this. This is my puppy's one of his squirrels, or actually a chipmunk. We got him a toy that's got 6 chipmunks in the log. He loves playing with it. Stop interrupting Bueller. A little hard on it. See, I got reminded.
At least you have someone to remind you.
Yes, it helps.
You're a very lucky man.
Lucky man. Let's put it this way, buddy. I'd say blessed more than anything when it comes to Mrs. G. Mrs. G is a very good woman. She supports my hobby.
That's awesome.
She's amazing. She's actually, helped me out a lot. I've dropped almost 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's anyway.
I've gained about 150, so I need that.
So I had no idea. So Miss G is funny. Okay. Should we get into it?
We're gonna get into it now.
No, did you grab any books?
I did. I got some books.
All right.
And these are all $1 or less.
Cool. That's what I was trying to stick to.
And a lot of these everybody's going to be getting a sneak peek of the coffee video on Monday, just so everybody knows. These are all going to make another appearance on Monday. For the most part.
What I did is separated mine to modern, what's considered modern. I got a bunch of modern ones here for $1 a piece. Wait until you see these.
Well, I got a nice range.
Good, so do I. And then the rest is older, 50 cents to $1.
Yep.
So you go ahead and show me a couple. Let's show everybody else. What you
Okay.
got.
So this is one of the newest Avengers ones I added to my collection. This is Avengers number 84. And this actually made an appearance on my Avengers video last night. But this is a nice book. It was only $1, and love it. Great looking cover. Awesome book. Another one I got, and this is Captain Marvel number 20.
Sweet,
Another
buddy.
great book. Another $1 book. They're in rough shape. I mean, Robert knows that I am not
Who
a
cares?
conditioned guy. I could care less. He actually has a couple of my books behind him right there.
Right
And
here.
trust me, they've seen better days. But
They're so good
very
books,
nice
so.
book. I'll go ahead and show like 4 books, and then you can go. How about that?
Okay, cool.
Okay. And then Conan number 12. Pick that one up. Really enjoy that book. Nice looking cover. Older one. And then Justice League of America number 120 something. It's cut off. It's a bad cut. So I don't know exactly the number, but it's 12 something. But very cool book. And, you know, I sit there and I look at books like this that are rough shape, and they're just sitting in these boxes. Nobody cares about them.
Nobody is a damn.
And I look at them as like they need a better home.
I like the Justice League there. That one's really cool.
Yeah. And I
That one was cool too.
want to get them. I want to take them home. I want to put new bags and new boards and make them look shiny. And just because they're all tore up a little bit, you know, they deserve better, you know, type thing. You ever seen the movie Toy Story?
Of course.
Okay, so Toy Story, when the toys get old and they kind of get thrown aside, nobody pays attention to them or whatnot. I kind of look at comic books the same way. As they get older, people don't pay any more attention to them, and they just kind of sit there. And I kind of look at it. It's up to me to grab them, especially because they're only like $1 or less.
Absolutely.
And I add them to my collection. So those are 4 I picked up. I got a bunch more. So go ahead, Rob.
I just want to make a quick shout out really quick. Somebody in the chat. Matthew, my buddy, how you doing? Thanks for coming. This is the Truth Geek Show. So that's an old pal of mine. We were security guards together for quite a few years.
Very cool.
All right, this is just for you. This one here. Shiny covers.
Oh, look at that. Dune 2099.
I got 4 copies. Yeah, 4 copies. And they're decent shape.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of tick in here, but it was decent shape.
Yeah, that's a good book.
Yeah.
All those 2099s had that shiny border around them from the number 1s. I love those.
Yeah, it's just really neat. Peeler's a shiny book cover.
Yeah.
So.
I feel bad. I don't have any shiny books to show.
Now, what I'm going to show is the modern ones that I actually found. I'll try to go through some quick ones. Why are you handing me the squirrels? I'm going to see his whole. Here's my little man's toys.
That's something I never thought I'd hear on the live stream. Why are you handing me these squirrels? You had me all the way up to why are you handing me these squirrels? And then I lost it. We're gone now, Robert. We're to quote the Comic Core, we're off the rails.
She's doing this deliberately to me, you know that.
That's
right?
awesome.
She's funny. That's Mrs. G for you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Really? Here's the log. This is my dog's toy. Okay.
Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, this is the dog's toy. My dog loves it. Little man loves this thing. So it's a log, and it has 6 of these little chipmunks. And you put him in the log, and it makes him work for the toy. He loves this thing. Keeps him busy, you know, because little dogs have got lots of energy. But it keeps him busy.
Well, that's a good looking book, Robert. I like that book.
Yeah, isn't that great? All right, here we go. Sorry, buddy. This is what kind of got me off guard. These are pretty recent books here, too. There we go. All right. For all you Venom fans out there,
Nice.
And here we go. There's this. So here we go. Wolverine Infinity Watch.
Oh, cool.
Got that for $1.
Yep.
Iron Fist 73. Marvel Legacy. Very, very cool.
Yep.
And then we got a Venom number 11. This is actually yeah.
These are all $1?
This is $1.
Where's that at? Was that at a place?
This is the flea market inside the store. Yeah, I got them off the shelf. And then a new Avengers No Road Home issue 1.
Okay.
Just in the parlor. Yeah.
I gotta get. I've only got like 3 or 4 of the from that run. I want to get them all and read the story because I heard it was pretty good.
And these are really good shape. I was shocked. Captain America $6.95.
Very cool.
Just some newer books. Avengers No Surrender $6.88.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah, so do I.
I know you do.
No, of course I do. You know why. My weakness. Redheads. If anybody doesn't know that out there. Big shout out really quick. Bill, Buckshot Bill. That's another buddy of mine.
Man, look, aren't you the popular one?
Yeah. Thanks, Bueller. X-Men. Uncanny X-Men. This one. Really thick book.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then something I've been kind of curious about, and I just started getting the. Have you read any of the Hot Shots yet?
No, I haven't.
The Domino series?
Nope.
I got that one too. That one's really good.
I've got that one, and I've got the one that you sent me.
Yep. That's one of my favorite covers, issue 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was excellent. That's of course, Morbius cover. If you guys didn't know that. And I'll show you one more quick. These I thought were interesting. My grandsons are gonna love these. I didn't know that they had so many venticular covers. And now it's got me interested. It's kind of cheesy, but at the same time, they're really neat. If you're wondering about venticular covers, is these. The ones that have like a motion thing to them. Yeah. And they're like the old comics. And this is one that Bueller wants, if I'm not mistaken.
Number 100, yep.
Yep. But yeah.
The thing with I don't think that Marvel did a round of those one time. Maybe these ones are different, but they did a round of those one time, and they were not very good. The quality of the book, as far as being able to change the picture, it kind of blended the two together, and there was no solid picture of it. And these ones are a lot better. So these must be from a different round.
Yeah, this is the classic Sinister Six, Volume 6, Amazing Spider-Man. It's awesome. I like the way they did that. Yep. But you go inside the books, and they got like inside of it, they have like a full spread there of like 20, 25 of these venticular covers. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of cheesy.
Those are all $1?
$1, dude.
Wow, those are cool, man. They actually give me a headache if I look at them too long.
What's that?
They actually give me headaches when I look at them too long. So okay,
go ahead, buddy.
I have some books, and these ones. The first book. This is for Steven Spock because I see he's still in there, and he just looks really goodness. And I wanted to show a shiny cover. I do have a shiny cover, and that's Venom number 1, Funeral Pie. I don't know, something. It has the Punisher on it though. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yep, your favorite.
Yep. And then
too, right?
Since Steven Spock is in here, and these are actually books that he sent me this week.
Oh, very cool.
And I'm going to show these on my Monday video, but I'm going to show them here as well. And he already knows what he sent me, so he's used to see these books.
I just got that. I just found that cover reboarding the other day.
He sent me an Invincible Iron Man number 3, the annual.
Okay.
Very nice.
Did you show it? Because I haven't seen it.
Not yet. It'll be on Monday.
Okay, gotcha.
So, like I said, sneak peek on Robert Galvin. So he sent me a book, 197, and this is really cool. I have this book, but it had a big shark sticker on it, and now he sent me a book without the shark sticker, and he wrote on the bag "no shark sticker." So I thought that was pretty cool. But that's that one, and then he sent me Hulk 139, early Hulk book. That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Number 138.
I'm trying not to interrupt you, Sasha. I'm trying to see
That's
what
all
you're
right.
doing. Sorry.
138. Very cool. And this one is kind of cool because if I'm not mistaken, I think I sent you this book, Robert.
Which one?
It's Hulk number 135.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Well, look, it made its way back to me, and because I sent you one, and just like that, it finds because I really like this book and stuff. I was hoping to get it back, and here Steven Spock sent this to me, and so now I have it. So it's funny how that works. And then he sent me 133, another early.
Nice. I've seen that one before. I don't have that. I've seen that.
Well, you're not getting
it. Making a comeback.
And then he sent me number 103 of the Hulk, which is a pretty awesome book. This is my earliest Hulk book by far. And then he sent me this one, which is a book I've wanted for a very long time. And this is the X-Men number 94. And it's a key book. And you guys can see I have the little plaque thing up there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm waiting for it to catch up to you. You're still in the Hulk books that I'm looking at.
That's all right. And so it's the X-Men number 94. It's just a classic book. It's one of my.
I don't have that book. I need to get that book.
Yeah, well, you can't have this one either. So you're not.
Of course not.
But all of these books were sent to me by Steven Spock, or Steve and his dog Spock, and they're just awesome. They're some
Steve,
of my books.
that's awesome, buddy.
He actually so cool. he got to me and he was like, "So you need a X-Men 94?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, I have a reader copy. Would you be interested in that one?" I said, "I am a reader copy. I love those are my favorite types of books. The ones that have the wear and tear and they're well loved. That's the type of books that I prefer to collect." And so when he told me he'd like to send me that, I was kind of floored because just the week before, Steve Whiting sent me a Hulk 181.
Yeah.
And then this week I get this book. Two of my four grails that I've always wanted have been gifts from people in the community, and
that means a lot.
It does
mean a lot. It means a lot.
It does mean a lot.
Just so you know, Steve's still here, Steven Spock.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that pretty well. I was a big Star Trek nerd. You realize Spock, Steve, I actually talked to Leonard Nimoy 25 years ago at a convention. I've got 3 autographs from him personally.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome gentleman. So yeah, old classic Star Trek. Awesome. All right.
You got some more goodies?
Yes, I do. And the goodies are, I'm going to try to go a little bit older here and something really different. I did pick up out of the same place. There was, all right, Jack. No, I got some Hulk. Let's see here. I've been collecting a little bit of extra Iron Man for my grandson.
Yeah, I love that issue. That issue of 350 is actually one of my favorite Captain Americas.
I got 4 copies of these.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
Yeah. The another shiny cover. This one was just for you too. I got 3 of these.
Nice.
Generation X.
Yep.
Very cool. I had these on. You'll love this. Sam, this one's for you too. 232, 223. There's a cutout.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a cutout?
Yeah, cutout.
Oh, right on.
To cut out on the front of it. I got 3 of those.
Wow.
I couldn't resist that.
I like that book.
Yeah,
these are all ones you just got?
Yep. What's the real popular thing out right now that's being shown on DC? Dr. Doom? No. Doom Patrol?
Yeah, Doom Patrol.
And New Mutants. I had a ton of New Mutants from this place, which was cool.
That's funny because I got a stack of New Mutants today as well.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got probably about 40 New Mutants books from the original run.
I have something here that my wife made me take. She's like, baby, just get them. And I'm like, oh, okay, because they're really weird.
Yeah.
You ready, guys? Ready to laugh? Bet you guys never seen these comic books. I'm going to give you some funky ones here. So I always pick up something different. And here we go. I can't believe I'm showing this, Miss G. Here we go. Some Star Jam. And these are in friggin' Mylars, buddy.
Oh my
Star
God.
Jam 2010, da-da-da. And remember, you guys remember this on old TV?
Oh yeah. It was appointment viewing.
We got Star Jam, another one. Oh my God. Talk about ridiculousness. So yeah, I got those. And then something really different, because you know how I like dark stories. My favorite, anytime I come across Dracula, anything, Morbius, anything, if I find it, it comes home with me regardless. But I've already read this one and it was all right. This one was by Marvel, Dracula. Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a nice cover. And these are really not beat up, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. So a couple of really weird ones. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but this is called Troll Lords. And this is number 5. I can only find one copy of this. Really different.
Troll Lords.
Yep. Really, really different.
That's for all the YouTube trolls right there, right?
Yeah, exactly right. That's why I got that. That's why I got you got me, Bueller. And then I actually got 1, 2, and 3 of this one called here, Dang Green. Here we go. Issue 1, volume 2. Can you read that?
Yeah, Dre. I think the skull is a 0 or not as an O.
Oh, yeah. There's issue 2.
Yeah.
Really interesting. And
Very
the third
cool.
one, yeah. Thought it was just awesome. I like stuff like this that you never
Did you
hear of.
rebag and board those like that? You must have
What's
rebag and board. Did you
Yeah,
rebag?
I rebag and boarded everything. Yeah, because I didn't want to do it later. Out of all the rebagging and boarding I've been doing, yeah, I rebagged all these. Yep.
Looks like the gray man has to take off because it's 3:30 in the morning where he's at. So
Wow, really?
have a
great.
great night, and
Great man, have a good one, buddy.
appreciate
Thanks
you
for
sticking
coming,
around.
Really, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, then the popular one that's out right now, I got a couple copies of Doom Patrol, issue 1.
Yep.
And number 16. Here's number 16.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, decent cover too. There's no 6 on it. It's got a little bit of a rollover, but don't care.
Yeah.
Has some significance of something. And then 2 issues of number 1.
I like that book. I found that book in the dollar bins before. It's a nice book to get.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And looks just like all the stuff you keep seeing. I keep seeing that. I haven't watched a single episode yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either. I've seen the commercials and the trailers, and
I've heard a lot of good things about it. What have you heard about it? Anything?
Good stuff. I know that a lot of people I think when I was on the Comic Core with those guys, the one they were talking about one time, and they all seemed to like it. So I don't have that DC streaming service, so I've never used it. So I never... What?
Sorry.
Are you beeping me? Did I just get beeped?
I'm beeping you. Yes.
Is this
anyway
the Gong Show? Did I just get the hook? This is what, Showtime at the Apollo? Is that what it is?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't have that DC streaming service, and I haven't watched any of that, and I haven't watched any of the Titans one either, but I heard that was good as well.
Yeah, I have too. Now I gotta show you some variants that I found interesting. And this was like, I thought was cool because I found a few of my older issues of Typhoid Mary. Anybody remembers in Daredevil, the Daredevil show, she did a pretty awesome job doing the role. And I found her in a Spectacular Spider-Man. But what was cool was I actually found a variant cover of it. One, it's in silver, and it's still in a poly bag. Okay, and the other one, the regular cover, is white.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I'm like, really? That's coming home. That's going in the Spider-Man collection. I do have part of a Spider-Man collection. And the other one that I thought was neat was this one. I think I've seen these before. I actually haven't, but it's like a flip book. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
You go like this, and then you flip it around. It's got a different cover.
yeah.
What about these? There's a variant for you. Something pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got a couple of
Everybody that talks about variant covers. But yeah, that's cool. Shiny too. But on Death of a Hero, Responsibility or Conclusion. And then the other one is, what's it say? Enemies of Spidey, the clone fights side by side with the Traveler. It looks like a Thor character.
Very cool.
Interesting.
I like the shininess. I like.
Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, so I got some books to show as well, and these are more dollar books. So I got
That's what we're showing. $12.
Doc Savage #2.
Ooh.
And this is my only Doc Savage book that I have. And
What, really, buddy?
yeah, I don't have. It's never been a character I was really that into, to be honest.
Okay.
And so I picked it up because it was just sitting there. So Doc Savage #2, and then I got Detective Comics #450.
What? Keep that up for a minute because it keeps flashing up. That's awesome.
And this is a great book, but the cover is taped on.
Love.
Which is all right. But it's
that's really cool.
Very neat looking cover. $4.50, 25-cent book. Not bad at
all. Oh, there's a good nice. I like the class. I like the Detective Comics.
This one, I know Sam's gonna like this one.
It comes to DC.
No. It's an Incredible Hulk #441, and it's got She-Hulk on it. It's the one. It's the Pulp Fiction, knockoff cover.
Oh, I have one of those. Like,
yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, that's they did with Dark Phoenix. I think they did a cover like that.
Yeah. Somebody else just showed this book on their channel, and they had it on the thumbnail. I was like, oh man, I just got that as well. So kind of a neat looking cover. I liked it. I had to pick it up.
Pulp Fiction, awesome.
And then majority of the books I buy, 95% of the books I buy are for my boxes that I sell. Okay. And the one thing I do when I go and I hunt for books, I'll buy multiples of books if I find them. Like if there's like 10 of them there and they're pretty cool, I'll buy all 10 of them type thing. Or I'll buy 20 of them because all the boxes go out to different people, and it's okay to do that, Sure. So one thing I found, and I already sent most of these ones out, and then I kept this one. It's the new Teen Titans #1.
Oh yeah, show me the cover because
it's just a great looking cover. I mean, I don't think the book is like worth all that much money, but it's just such a great cover. And I literally found a stack of them. Like I think there was like 20 of these, and so I just bought all 20 of them. And so this one I kept. It's really cool looking. Nice looking cover with all the characters on there and stuff. So I was very happy with it. And very cool. So a bunch of people are going to be getting that who got the Bueller boxes last round.
Who's the redhead in the center? Or is that red? Is that no?
Yeah, that's the Star Girl or Star or whatever her name is.
Is that Firestar or no? What was her name?
It's the girl that Catran really likes. I can't remember.
Yeah. It's Oh my goodness, she'd be so mad at me, and I forgot.
I can't remember. But
why does Jubilee keep popping in my brain? I don't know why.
But this one, this is a great cover, and I just bought this one because I like this DC character, and I just love the cover. It's Brightest Day #17, and it's just a basic cover with Firestorm on the front, and I just think it looks really cool because I think that character is awesome, and I was pretty happy to have this. And it was only, this one was only a quarter type thing, so I picked this one up, loved it. So I got that one, and then I'll show this last one, and then you can show some books. How about that?
No, you're good, bud.
Then I got a bunch of. This is another book where I bought a bunch of them. I found them. I was telling you, I found some New Mutant books today. And
Starfire. Yep, that's the name. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that, buddy. I knew. Oh, she's gonna be so mad that I forgot the name.
I forgot too.
Yeah, I know her name. I know the character's name. Yeah. I've seen it before. That's okay. You got it.
This is the New Mutants Annual #1, and just a really cool looking cover. And this one, there was a stack of these as well, so I just bought like a nice stack of them, and these will go into the Bueller boxes. It says "Steal This Planet: A Rock Fable" on it, so it's kind of a cool book. And it's like perfectly. It's like it was a 9.8. So
awesome,
very cool. And I got a bunch of them. And then I bought a bunch. I mean, I bought 450 books today.
See, that's so fun, dude. And you know, Sam, I envy you. You get to go with him on these treasure hunts. Does he have like 5 different comic book stores near you?
We got 20 within 20 miles.
You guys. So yeah, he's out there hunting the books.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Bueller, don't you get like, isn't it roughly, if anybody out there is watching this on the rewind, anybody in chat, don't you get like $3 a book, $3 for a Bueller box, something like that? Is that your estimate?
As far as like what I make on a Bueller box?
Yeah.
It just depends, you know, to be honest with you. It's I think, you know, I've been able to cut a little bit of cost down because of the Max Pro guys. Yep. I'm able to get bags and boards from them, you know, as part of working with them.
But it's roughly like $3 a box.
Yeah. I mean, it's
when you have 70 boxes or 100 boxes you're sending out to the community, that's a lot of work, you guys, everybody out in the community.
Sam's helped me, and he knows exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But I was telling him last night, I was talking to him on the phone, I go, it's getting easier. I'm getting a system down, and I'm able to produce. Like I did 80 boxes last weekend, and it only took me a few hours to put them together and get them out. So it was.
You guys, if you're wondering if it's worth the money, yeah, it is, because you get a variety, and sometimes you get bonuses in there, and you're also getting stuff in there that's coming from the community members. And the one word that I've been really tired of listening to, Bueller, and I've been hearing it through the community over and over again, is this word called gimmick. I wish they would use it right. It's kind of like not used in the right context, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I've heard a few people say it, and
it's not used the right way. I don't know if it has something because they're not getting the gimmick or whatever it may be. But I'm sorry, Bueller. A big kudos to you, brother. You deserve everything you got. You're up to 5,000 subscribers right now. Is that not right?
Or we're almost 5,500.
That's awesome. You've worked for all those subscribers. You've done your doing, and you keep going up. And people are following. They're watching. Why do people follow Bueller? Boy, you know what? You should put that in a contest. Why do you like me? Or do a video like that.
Why do you like Bueller?
Why do you like Bueller? That's
why don't you like Bueller? We'll see.
Who gives a crap about why they don't like Bueller? It doesn't make any difference. I give you, a million things why people would say anything negative. It doesn't make any sense. But that's not what this is about. It's all about positivity. And that's how I want to keep it. And
the thing with the boxes that I sell, and like you were saying, I probably make anywhere from $3 to $5 on the box, depending on the box and what's in them.
Mm-hmm.
And some other things I don't really share with people about the boxes and stuff because I've told you. And I mean, it's nothing bad, but it's some other things about the boxes that I just do. I try to put a little extra or whatnot.
Of course,
boxes. And I enjoy it. I'm just flat out. I enjoy doing it. And
just so you guys are out there aware of it, if you have to ever watch it or rewind again, like that was a present. These books mean more to me than anything. I put them in a frame with Bueller's note that he gave me. I just got that randomly in the mail one day. It was like, oh, so you're balling. My wife was like, "What's the matter?" And I still can't read that without crying, dude. That means so much to me, buddy. Just to let you know, that was a big book. Anyhow, Some more dollar books really quick.
Go ahead.
These are some of my favorites, some of the classics. I love these Marvel Tale team ups, and I was going through some of my older ones, and these things, I don't know, I love these things. These are now are kind of rough shape. These have got rolls and spine ticks, but they're still cool. Issue 63, 203, and 73. I got 3 copies. Very cool covers.
I know Sam likes the Marvel Tales because he likes going back and reading the stories and stuff.
Yeah, these are because these are, a lot of these have got like a lot of crisscross references to their main stories, which a lot of people don't know either. How the multiverse and all that goes. Like that one is really good.
Yep.
Love that. And then we get into some horror because I do like scary ones, always have. These are in rough shape, but didn't care. Doorway in a Nightmare. I'm trying to get some of the older books now, Bueller.
Nice.
I was going through some of my golden books. I've got 4 boxes in the other room that I went through, and I had no idea what I had in there, and it was blowing me away. And I don't know what they call, like, I've heard the phrase go around unicorn books, where no one knows what they are.
Yeah.
They're not even listed, and these are old comic books, obscure comic books. And we'll have to do a show on that one day, and I can show you some of that stuff. But I have a lot of old blondies. These are books that are predating like 1954 on back.
Wow.
Going to like 40s, really, and they're in decent shape.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then Dracula. Anytime I see Dracula, this was awesome. Issue king size, giant size. I've been finding a run of these now. I've been finding a whole bunch of these giant size books.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a bunch of them. They got one with like the Fantastic Four, and all the other ones are really, really good. These are good. These are classics.
Yep.
And everybody's like, yeah, I love, the new art, and I like a lot of the new stuff. Who's Bueller? Steve is messing around in the chat again.
I know who Bueller is. My name's Travis.
Yes. Anybody who knows him.
I have a few more.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
So I got this one today, and I just thought it was neat. It is in rough shape, and it's probably not going to go out in the Bueller box because of the shape. And I try to, not send out books that are
sure
a little tore up. But it's really cool. It's Avengers number 151, and what's really neat about it is the cover. It says Avengers Assemble, and as far as I know, and as far as I can look back and see, I think that's the only cover that came out like from this one and before that has the Avengers Assemble logo on there. And this is actually when the Beast joins the Avengers on this book as well. Kind of a neat book, and Robert almost fell over. So I got this one today. It was like a quarter. And then I got another Avengers book. I don't know if this is any significance. I might have it, but it was just an older.
I might have that.
Which one? The Avengers Assemble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have that. It looks really familiar. What number is that?
227. This one. This is a different one. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got some Defenders books today, and I love Defenders books. This is number 31. This is, I love them because like Doctor Strange and Hulk and stuff, two really cool characters.
That cover there that reminds me of the Avengers when you have, who's the cover in the black, white? It looks like, it reminds me of Binary.
Oh, yeah.
A Binary cover.
I like that one. That's one of my favorites. Defenders books?
Now I'm getting to your Defenders that you just showed, that you just spoke of, and I'm just seeing it now.
Come on, Robert, get with it.
It's not me. It's the video is lagging for some reason. I don't know why.
And we have this one. I don't know what this book is, and it's from the early '90s, I think. and it's a Marvel book. But I
Hold it up for. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to hold it up for a minute so I can see it while you're.
yeah, I haven't held it up yet.
Okay, good.
It's Logan, Path of the Warlord. Okay, and I don't know any. It's Wolverine, type thing. It doesn't have the Marvel logo. It's got this other logo on the bottom there, but it's called Logan, Path of the Warlord, and it's just kind of a neat book. It's about Wolverine, and I don't. Maybe Sam knows something about it, but
Oh, I've seen that.
it's kind of cool, and I don't know if it's overseas book or something like that, but
you know what that reminds me of, Bueller? That Logan book. It reminds me of. Okay, they did a story run back then called The Shadow Warriors, I think it was.
yeah,
That was really a good story from old Logan.
yeah.
I don't know what that looks like.
I don't think I have that one.
Have you read that?
No, I haven't.
No.
Is it good?
Yeah, the Warriors one, the Shadow Warriors one was good. That was really good.
I gotta get on it, man. You gotta fill me in on these good stories I should be reading.
I need a lot of catching up myself, buddy. You're probably more ahead of the game than I am.
This one is just kind of a fun book. I saw this today. It's called Splitting Image, and I don't know anything about it. It's kind of a cartoony book from Image, and it's got all the their characters or what, and they're all drawn kind of cartoony like. But it's kind of a neat looking book, and I think I picked up a couple of them today. And it's a number one, so I always buy number ones. And this one is just
that is weird.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah,
I thought so too. That's why I bought it, because I didn't see it before.
You see what I mean? You come up with those little tiny things. You have no idea what they are, but they're just, you got to have it.
Yeah, that's what this next one is. This next one is New Mutants number 27. This is a newer series, okay? And I haven't collected any of this series at all. But the cover is so bizarre, and the character that it's showing, it's like a big, huge face with legs and arms, and I've never seen that before. And so I just bought it because it was just kind of weird looking, right? And
that looks cool.
Yeah,
you know what that looks like? You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
It looks like that one there, the New Mutants one with the face. That reminds me of Evil Dead.
Evil Dead?
Remember Evil Dead and the big face running through the woods, and it gets
oh yeah. Actually, it kind of reminds me of Fright Night.
That's a little bit, yes.
A Fright Night character.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
It is awesome.
And then another book I got, and this is another one that I bought like a stack of today. And it's a number one, and it's Omega Men #1. Okay, another kind of neat looking cover, and not really a significant book by any means.
I can't see it yet. Sorry.
But I bought like 20 of these today, and it's just a neat looking book, and it's the type of books that I like to buy and throw these in the Bueller boxes, and who knows.
But I got that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And somebody might jump on it, and this really enjoy the series. So I try to put #1s in there. Mm-hmm. And just a neat book. But I got like 20 of these today for like $0.25 a piece.
See, that's what a lot of people I think miss out on when it comes to like collecting, even the these older books that we've been growing up with as kids, and we see them thrown in the dollar bin or the 50-cent bin, and it's been thrown around a lot, but it's like that's why we buy them, because we enjoy them.
Yep.
And it was something totally different for people to get involved with it. It's like, your Bueller boxes are awesome, buddy, because I take what I want out of them for my own personal collection, which is awesome. And sometimes you throw bonuses in there, which is freaking awesome. You give my wife a slab as a present for Supergirl, I think it was. It was awesome. And the Inhuman one with the redheaded cover, that was awesome too.
I've sent you more slabs than you've sent me. Now that I think about it, you sent me one. I've sent you 3 slabs.
3 slabs.
That's like, when I think of it, I've sent you like 90% of my collection of slabs. I've sent to you.
But you don't collect slabs.
That's right. That's why I sent them to you.
That's why I made sure that you, and it was during Christmas time, you guys talked about it at that time. and said you never had a slab. Well, I'm going to change that. I'm going to make sure both of you get one slab. And that was before I knew Sam didn't like DC. So sorry about that, Sam. It was all good intent.
It's always good. I always have this book close by, especially when I know I'm going to be talking to Robert Galvin. And this is my slab book that he sent me, my very first slab that I've ever owned. And it was sent to me from Mr. Robert Galvin. Awesome.
Dr. Strange. I love that cover
Dr.
too.
Strange #1. It was great because, and I've told you this, but I had this book.
Yep.
I had it in my collection. And so I gave my copy to Sam.
Yep.
Then I got this copy. So Sam has a copy that was given to him. I have a copy that was given to me. And those type of books mean so much more when they're gifts from, friends or family or whatnot. So my first slab ever.
Any questions in the chat? Anybody? Bill, you got a question? Yes, the Samurai Batman. Do you know that story, buddy?
I don't. I'm not too far. I'm not up to date too much on Batman stories besides like Killing Joke and like the Dark Knight type thing. Because Batman was never one that I really got too much into.
Bill, if you ever come back in the chat and me and Thorough are doing a live show together, maybe next weekend, if you come back and see us, my buddy Thorough is a freaking absolutely loves Batman. He could probably tell you anything you want to know about Batman. So he could probably give you the actual answer to that more than I could. But talking about Samurai, yeah, the Wolverine series called Shadow Run, I think it was. That was actually Samurais and Wolverine. It was excellent, Bill.
Nice. I might have were they like square bound form?
Yeah.
Were they a thicker book?
Yeah, they were thicker. Yep.
I think I might actually have them now when I think about it.
Sure. Don't mention it at all, please, Travis. Thank you. I love those are made out of wood, aren't they? Behind you, the smaller ones.
These things, those little posters.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ones are wood, and then this one is actually a poster.
Awesome.
What are you drinking?
This is awesome. This is a dark chocolate, and I like Guinness, but I found this one's called Founders. It's got a redhead on the cover.
Oh, nice.
Really good beer. It's kind of like a real chocolate overtone, very close to Guinness flavor, but more of a chocolate. I'm a chocolate fiend, so anything with chocolate I'm pretty good with. Dark chocolate.
Look at you. You're just sitting there drinking.
No, I'm drinking with my wife. It's Saturday night. I'm going to enjoy myself, and I am enjoying myself. And I hope this isn't too long for you.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's Billy's one.
I couldn't pass that one up, man.
That's awesome. A big shout out to Billy too. Economics and Comics. I don't think he's seen the beginning of his chat the other night. I was in there, and yeah, he was busy doing his auction. He's had some pretty good books lately. He's been getting a lot more some of his Silver Ages. He's been a pretty good buddy too.
You got more books? Or are you done?
No, I have a ton of books.
Oh, of course you do.
How about you?
I got a little small stack left.
Okay. Let's go with okay. Since he's hot right now. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I did find an X-Force for $1. Yeah, this is awesome. Then they made me go back and remember all the other ones I have. the cover.
Oh, it's got a little shiny card on it.
Yeah, shiny card in it. The photograph. That was pretty cool. It's an Incredible Hulk for all you Incredible Hulk fans out there. Can't not have Incredible Hulk.
Oh, cool.
410.
Sam likes those.
Yeah, these are awesome. And then we got, it looks like a wedding.
Oh yeah.
And this is going to be interesting. I grabbed this. I think I got two. I bought two of these copies. But this was since we're talking about Teen Titans, this is hilarious. Talk about weird. Remember the Keebler Elf?
Yeah.
Mr. President Bush? If you didn't know that already, I'm sorry. You go like this, put an elf hat on President Bush's hat, and he'll look like the Keebler Elf.
Yeah.
Anyway, Keebler Elf Company presents DC Comics, the new Teen Titans, the President's Drug Awareness Campaign. That's always good.
Oh, I like that book.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I like that one.
That was cool. Anti-drug reference, which is good. Always good. For all your young generation out there. And then I got some Captain America for my grandson. And some Iron Man. And these are for my grandson. So if my grandson ever watches this on the rewind when he's a little older, this would be kind of like a diary. Hey. And to my beautiful daughters out there, especially my daughter Sarah Heidebrink. If you ever watch this on the rewind one day, I love you. I love you, Brandon. That's my grandson. I don't get to see them very often. So this is for Brandon. Okay. Braxton and Brandon. I always mess the names up. Here we go. Some Captain America. I love these Red Skull covers too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Hey, Rob, is the chat still working? It's frozen on my end.
Yeah, chat's still working. Spock just put in something now. Yep.
The last one I got was from the Gray Man, and I know that he left a long time ago.
Yeah. Right now I'm on Steven Spock. My first lab was Bueller. Gave it to granddaughter. Now I have 50. There you are. You're here. You're good.
How do you know I'm good?
I just seen you come up when you talked.
I didn't say anything.
You're talking right now.
No, I'm talking about the actual chat itself.
Oh,
like
yeah. It's still working.
All right, I'll take your word for it, buddy.
We're good. And that Red Skull cover, I love those. I actually did a Red Skull one Halloween. I got the actual latex mask and I made it. Snake Hunt, because it had snake in it, I think. I have no idea which issue this is, but it's 382. Two copies the same. But yeah, that's for my grandson.
Very nice.
And then another Captain America 299, 298, and a, what is it, Galactic Storm Part 15, issue 400. That was a cool cover, very thick book.
Yeah, I think I gave that one away.
Did you?
Yeah.
And then this one was for, for me, of course, Shadow Man. I like some of these darker stories. The one I had a favorite of when it comes to like some of these horror ones, like I think I've mentioned it before, like one of my favorite horror writers, and they only did a couple of movies with actually had his blessings, or I should say his credited, was Clive Barker.
Okay.
The first Hellraiser, and then Nightbreed was the other one. And they actually had a Nightbreed series that ran 1 through, I think it was 30, something like that. It was actually really good. The main character in the Nightbreed series, the people, or us as humans, we were the monsters.
Yeah.
Not the monsters themselves. And in that show, character in the Nightbreed series. Yeah, I can hear myself talking. Another gentleman.
I'm trying to get the chat pulled up again on my end because it wasn't working.
All right. Now it's kind of froze.
All right. All right, I got it.
Refresh it. Just refresh it.
All right. Yeah. Now I just pulled it up in a different window.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we got Steven
Wait.
Spock, Sam, Kamakor. I don't know. It's probably Chad. What's going on? And then Buckshot Bill. There. Okay. I think I'm up to date, right? Was the last one Steven Spock?
Yep. Last one, Steven Spock.
My first lab.
Lab. Yeah.
What's up, Bueller? Gave it to my granddaughter. Well, I'm glad I gave you your first lab. Sam, do me a favor. Give me an update on the score for the Blazer game.
Oh, are you gonna watch sports? Am I cutting you off from sports, bud?
No, I'm not. I don't like watching like teams. I don't like watching teams I'm emotionally invested in because I tend to get a little frustrated if they're not doing well.
No. Okay. Oh, there's also something for. I also have something for. What was it? It was Oh my goodness gracious! Midwest Comic, Paul. I'm trying to remember his real name, not his name, but Paul.
That's his name, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Paul. Paul's a good guy.
He is a good guy. I love his classic work that he does.
Yeah.
His classic, some of the golden books, and he reads some of them. Those are pretty neat.
So he did a thing on Frazetta, on that guy.
Yeah.
He did a 2-part series. That's one of my favorite ones that he's done.
Yeah, with Vampirella covers.
I think so. I can't remember for sure. I know he was showing some of the Conan covers and stuff.
Yeah, because Frazetta did quite a few Conan covers. He also did some of the classics when it came to Heavy Metal magazine. If you remember that as a kid.
Yeah. Yep.
I used to love that magazine. Now I heard that they reprinted those or made some new ones a little while ago. Do you know about that?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
They had them like bagged or something like that, so you couldn't see the cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Bill's in the chat saying, "I've been a Cubs fan." I love it. It's 82-79. What is that?
That's the score for the Blazers. They're losing.
Wow. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, you should. I wanted better news than that, Sam. leave it to Sam to kill the mood.
No. I got this Dynamite cover. I've been trying to get some Vampirella issues, some of the newer ones. They're impossible to find. There's a couple. The one cover was a version cover where it shows her on the cover and her hands are like this. And there's, what do they call it? Little
Bras?
The angel with the wings.
An angel with wings?
No. What do they call it? There's a name for
it. Cupid.
Yeah. Oh, a Cupid. There's another name for it too. Sirius, Siberius, or whatever. Anyway, it shows her holding it in her arm and a heart in her right hand.
Okay.
On the cover. It's an awesome cover.
Very cool.
But there's one.
Uh-oh. Getting a little risky there.
I know. She's got clothes on.
Not much.
No, she's got, think of it as, no, it's like a bikini.
I like it. I like it.
The only thing I like about it is the dark hair. That's it.
Yeah, I know Steven Spock. He's a fan of the ladies like that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
that was a total cover buy. But yeah, that's the one thing we were talking about too. I was telling Thoro Caboro. It's like if it isn't for supplies, it's the damn variants. I don't know if I showed you this, Bueller. But by the way, I got 2 of these. I love these things. I think this is awesome. I just love this.
Yep.
These hard covers.
Did you order those?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got them from the supply company. Yeah,
I got them for free.
Well, yeah, up yours.
Yeah, they gave me like 6 of them.
Yeah, I bet they did. Along with probably 500 liners and everything else.
My dream is to be able to send out every Bueller box in one of those. I think that would be just awesome.
That would be awesome. But I'm not going to show this cover, but these are books that I'm going to have graded. And I still got a stack of books that need to be graded to CGC. But this is that Batman cover. And I got paper in it, acid-free paper. you can't really see the cover, but it's the one with the bat signal eyes, and it's a silver light. It's a really, really nice book. I actually got that from Thoro Cabral. I won on one of his auctions. I went nuts one night and said, "There's probably having too many of these founder beers." By the way, you never go out buying stuff like comic books and drink at the same time. It's a big mistake.
Speaking of drinking, we got D Runk Comics in the house.
Hey, D Runk, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Thank you, buddy.
He likes drinking.
So I love these covers, and I have a few more coming, and these are all going to be graded. But the Silver Surfer, this is what's killing me, bud. Stuff like this.
Yeah.
Stuff like this. Okay, I love this artist, and like I said, and people always complain about this, and this is like these are, I don't give a shit that they got certificates on them.
Yeah.
These got like 166 out of 500 copies, that cover. And then this one is 408 out of 600. This one is 409 out of 600. It doesn't really matter to me on that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to art like that, I mean, that kind of sends it home, It's like you got to have it in your collection. It's pathetic. And I got a few other ones of Nor and Rad. And man, dude, by the way, you guys not listening to this, Bueller sent me a really nice gesture back a few months ago, and it was along with these books. And I'm not going to talk about it because it was for unforeseen circumstances at the time of my life, and I'm rebuilding my collection. It might sound like I have a lot of comics, but I really don't. But I lost a lot of them, and most of my Silver Surfer is just up in smoke. I'm very upset about it. And Bueller supplied me with a nice run, beautiful run of Silver Surfer. It's the fantasy run, a couple of the second run, I think two wasn't it, buddy? The one with the pink cover, first one.
I don't know. I literally just.
It was the second one, I think it was. But dude, sorry.
I grabbed my collection of Silver Surfer and I put it in that box and I sent it to you. I didn't even know what it was.
Dude, that was so awesome. Dude, you made my entire day. And I was just like, that out there, you guys, man, means a lot. And Bueller, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
You're always going to be like brother to me. Sorry.
It's hard to take you seriously when I'm looking at your wrinkly, hairless.
I know. My wife, she goes, that thing looks like a penis.
Oh my god! Right now, when you were just sitting there, it was all wrinkly. I'm trying to take you seriously, and I'm just like staring right at
That's the reason why I wore this.
Yeah, it's funny.
Aggressively relaxing's here. Awesome.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Watched a few of his shows. Really good. Silver Surfer would be proud.
Did you watch the one I did on
his... Sheila. Hi, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Did you see the one I did for Aggressively Relaxing?
Which one, buddy?
He does those things every week for like the new books and stuff, yeah. The little news thing. He had me do the voiceover for one about a month or so ago, and I played like a reporter, and I was I can't even remember the name. I played a character called Buck Johnson.
What?
And I had a lot of fun with it because I really played it up. And it's probably a little over a month or so ago, but I had a lot of fun, and hopefully I get to do it again. So he sent me a script to read, and I read it, and I saved it on my end, the voice recording and stuff. But I had a lot of fun doing that.
Very cool.
And like you said, we got Flamin' Sheila in here as well. Very cool.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it.
All these people coming over. And the Comic Core, they got an auction going on right now, in case everybody was wondering. So you can buy some books tonight.
Sorry. Yes, there is an auction going on over there. Well, I want you to check out Discovery Bay for all your latest information.
What is Aggressively Relaxing said something. Got to bring you back on. It's hard to do my parody radio jokes when the world has ended.
I got to relaxing. I want to make sure. I want to know why I'm not getting your notifications on that, because I have you. I'm subscribed to you.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go back and watch it. It's a lot of
I
fun.
will.
I can't remember what episode it was,
Definitely.
but it was a little over a month ago, and but I had a lot of fun doing it. It was cool.
And Sam, thank you for moderating. Appreciate it. By the way, the next time you're in chat here, Bueller, you're going to be my other moderator.
Oh man, no, all hell's gonna break loose.
No, I'm just very particular about it. So I've seen a lot of crap go down. So
okay, I got some. This is my last little step.
Absolutely.
Okay,
dude, it's Saturday night. I'm not in a rush. Other than you,
I got at least 45 minutes before my son gets home, so I'm good.
Excellent, cool.
So I always buy these books. Okay,
Yep.
and I got
I have a lot more too.
Yeah, I'm going to hold them up there because they're going to show up on your end here in a little bit. But they are the Spider-Man books from the 1990s that McFarlane started his own. He got the rights that, or not.
Yes, I just went through my Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah, so I literally found like number 2 through 15 today, and multiple copies of each today, which are just awesome. I think I got
the Torment series, isn't it? And it's got Lizard
yeah,
Man. And then there's a couple other ones. I just went through those.
Yeah, I think I got like 10 copies each, and just really cool to get. And they were literally, like 20 cents a piece, and they're all like mint condition. I mean, they look fantastic.
Beautiful.
So I got these today.
Well, how many hits do you have of which ones?
I got like 10 copies of each one, and I got like number 2 through 15.
Very nice.
And so, I mean, those are all Bueller box stuff.
Wasn't there, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there a Morbius cover on one of those?
Let's see.
I thought it was.
I got that one. It's actually, I haven't bagged and boarded it yet.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I got a bunch of those today. They're really cool looking. I was happy to get them. And they're all, like I said, they're all like mint condition. So they're all going to go into.
You see what Steve is saying right now?
It was buck naked. It was Buck Johnson, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Buck Johnson.
Of course he was. But Sam gets a bonus. He gets first choice. That's awesome. That's where I feel envy for him.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, if you need some, just let me know. And Sam knows anytime Sam comes over to my house, he leaves with more comics than he had before he walked in the door.
Oh, I'm sure of it. That's why I think me and Laura are planning a vacation trip out there because we want to go to Oregon and Washington, up in that area.
Yeah.
We want to see Washington for a little while, and then we want to come down through Oregon. I'd love to come by and see you, buddy. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Go have coffee and collect comics.
That's right.
Just make me throw my money. Spend my money.
That's why I was talking earlier. I met that gentleman Bob today. And we just the first time I met him, he's a collector, and he doesn't like. I think he does do some YouTube videos. I need to go watch him. I didn't know that he did, but he told me about it today. What's that?
What's his last name? Bob what?
I got it somewhere.
Bob the World, is it?
No. It's someone else.
Okay.
And but the channel is named something else, and I forgot what it was, so I gotta get it from him. But we just sat there and had coffee and talked about comics for like an hour and a half, and
that's really cool.
That's good times, and it's fun because we have something in common right off the bat, so we're gonna get along. And the fact that we're just sitting there drinking coffee at my coffee shop, and the thing he goes, I get there, he's already there before I walk in, and I recognize him because I saw a picture on his profile, something like that.
Sure.
And he's like, oh, hey, how's it going, Bueller? I'm like, oh, good. And he's like, oh, and he walks with me up to the counter at the coffee shop. He goes, let me buy you a coffee. And I look at him, I go, I don't have to buy my coffee here. They just give it to me. Save your money, man. And then the guy, the owner of the coffee shop, he goes, No, he doesn't pay for his coffee, so you're good. So
Nice.
I like that.
What
And
kind
I
of?
got to order my drink. I said
gonna ask you
I'll
about-
take a Bueller, and then and then he just gave me my coffee drink. So
I was going to ask you about coffee. Since you're a big coffee connoisseur like me. Me and Laura really tried to. We were looking at this one. So we like this one. It's a Mennonites grocery store out in the middle of the country,
okay,
and they sell like flour and supplies and spices. And I mean, you can go in with $90, you come out with friggin' 20 bags.
sure.
And you buy it in bulk. It's awesome. Love that store. Is he behaving? Miss G, you see that?
Nope, he's not. He's being mean.
By the way,
staring
you're
at
going to recognize this because you
me.
saw it in my first Bueller box, buddy. You're going to recognize this book. This is another book I got for $1.
Okay.
Who's this?
Oh, that's a nice book right there.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the first books I got out of your, I think about 10 lots. No, 6 lots out of your first one.
Yeah.
First lot I ever bought for you was 6 of them.
That's
and
cool.
that was in one of your books. That was really cool.
Well, that was the box that took like 3 weeks to show up.
Yeah, it did. Because
it was like,
and it was ripped open and then rebound. I showed you a picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another Avengers, 187. Very cool.
Oh, I like that book.
Yeah. Very.
That's one I sent you?
You sent me this. Yeah. And I found this is the dollar.
Yeah. I remember that book and having it and putting it in one of the boxes.
Yeah, it's excellent. And then another Avengers 191.
Nice.
Very cool cover. And something really weird. Okay, I'm going to get into these other ones here. But this is weird. And I kept it in the bag that I found it. This was in the comic book, Ben, at the store. And I think what caught my eye was Silver Surfer. That's why I bought it. And it came, I rebagged it. Okay.
Oh, that's neat.
And what it is, it's really interesting. They remind me of, what do they call it? Shrinky Dinks.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, but it's not. And wait till you see this. This is really fucking cool. So they're like on plastic.
Oh, yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a scroll or whatever they call it?
He looks like an overweight scroll.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? It's hilarious. That's what made me laugh too.
Yeah.
And then,
cool.
And then with that same one, I bought it as a pack. I said, oh, what the hell? Why not? Then it has, why it blocks it out, but I think this has something to do with Guardians of the Galaxy and Silver Surfer. I don't know what ship this is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's on plastic.
What books were those in?
This was just in like this.
Oh, okay.
In a liner by itself. In the comic.
Were they with a book?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I know they would put those in some of the books. Really? I know Parker had, one of the Spider-Man books had some stuff like that. You'd buy the book and there was like a page like that.
I know this character, so I just can't think of the name. Maybe you'll know.
Ask Sam.
Sam,
who is that? Hold up a little bit higher, Robert.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Sam, who is that?
No, I know who this is, obviously.
Yeah, the little guy. Come on, Sam. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2,
Who's got the staff?
1.
Mole Man? Look at that. Bingo. It is Mole Man, isn't it?
Look at that. Sam knows his Mole Man.
His hands are kind of thick in there, too, on this. That's Sam. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Imagine if there was a comic book version of Jeopardy. My money's on Sam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless they have a PC category, and then he's screwed.
We got another one for you, Sam. You ready? Here's another one. And I don't know what this is coming from, Maybe you can tell me the characters. The dragon character, I have no idea, and the guy, I don't know. Who is that?
Well, isn't that Fing Fang Foom or something like that? And then the other guy looks like a
You
janitor
want
or something.
go on the fridge. I love it.
I don't know who the guy is.
Yeah, I don't know who the guy is. He's got like skulls.
Is that Captain Planet?
That's what I thought at first, but it wasn't. It wasn't. The dragon? I have no idea.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, that was all by itself. And then we got some New Mutants. Issue 15 or no?
It's Sentry. It's Fing Fang Foom and Sentry. That's who that was.
Who is that? I have no idea who that is.
Sam knows.
He was on Force Works.
Oh,
Really? Force Works? Interesting. New Mutants.
nice.
And number 16.
Oh, that's a key right there.
What's the key about it? Can you tell me?
It's the first appearance of something. It's like a $20 book.
What this is?
Yeah. What number is that again?
This is issue 16.
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Or before Sam says it.
He is Marvel Superman. Yeah, he is D-Runk.
Well, it's like about a $12 book. It's the first appearance of Thunderbird.
Really?
Who is the first team appearance of Hellions. Yeah, that's like a $12 book.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got this New Mutants issue 20. This is it was just Badlands. I thought it was just cool.
Yeah, I picked a few of those up today as well.
Very, very cool. And issue 10.
Nice.
And issue 5.
Yeah, I like that one. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite covers from the New Mutants.
Yeah.
Early covers.
Especially the samurai.
Yep. I think I got like 4 or 5 of those today.
It reminds me of Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And then we got issue 4.
Nice. I got some of those too. That's funny.
Very cool. Look at that. We have the same taste.
Yep.
Hey, sure we're not brothers?
The thing is, I got rid of so many of my New Mutants. It's actually one of the runs I dumped.
Yeah, I've been trying to collect it again.
Yeah.
I had quite a few of them at one time.
I had the whole run. I had the
Did you
full.
really?
I did. I had the full 100, and that's one of the series that got put into the Bueller boxes.
Oh, very cool, buddy. Very cool.
It's funny because I do them in chunks. It's like, okay, like in this time I'm doing X Factor, so all the X Factors go out. Or this time
that's a Don's favorite.
Yeah, or this time I do Wolverines, and so I grab all my Wolverines, I put all those in the boxes type thing. So. Very cool. I wanted to show these, which are
a couple more and I'm done.
I rebagged and boarded. I told you I rebagged and boarded almost my entire X-Men collection today, or last night. Okay, and
so entire X-Men collection. Do you have the full set? Full run?
I rebagged and boarded everything I have from issue 93 all the way up to issue 300, and I have from 93 to 300. I'm only missing 20 books out of those. So I have
really
a big chunk of them. But the reason why I rebagged and boarded them because when I went up to the Max Pro guys, they gave me the thicker backing boards.
Yeah.
And which are like they're 3 times as thick.
Oh yeah.
And so I wanted to rebag all my X-Men books in those boards.
Sure.
So that's what I was doing. So I rebagged all of them. They looked really cool in the new bags.
Very cool
boards. They're so cool.
They're heavy. You know what I like? You know, you got me hooked onto, and the only thing is they're really expensive. I love those see-through covered ones.
Yeah, that's funny because Sam was like, I want some of those see-through backing.
Yeah, I love that cover, dude. That X-Men cover is awesome.
Yeah. And I told Sam,
Phoenix cover is.
I told Sam, I go, those clear backing boards are like really expensive. They're like, for a 5-pack, it's like $15.
$9 for 5.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, those are expensive. I go, do you really want those? And he's like, he didn't know they were so expensive because you only get 5 of them.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And
they're
so,
great though for wraparound covers. That's the only thing I would use them for. Like, especially like when I was the Wolverine covers.
Yeah.
The classic Wolverines that have those face to back. They have different art on the back.
Yeah.
I've been finding more books, more older issues that actually had different art on the back.
Yeah.
Rather than an advertisement. Those are cool.
So since Sam is here, Sam, I have some of those for you, buddy.
Sam, that's awesome.
So you got
you even got your own supplier. You're so lucky.
I showed Sam one time. He was over here, and because I get all my supplies for free, which it's just fantastic. But I'm also on a wholesale account as well. Mm-hmm. And so if I were to ever buy supplies, which I wouldn't buy them obviously, but if I ever did, I get the wholesale price. And Sam was over here, and I showed him the wholesale prices, and he's like, "Oh my god, he goes, that's really good." I go, "Yeah, I know. There's quite a difference, on the wholesale prices as opposed to retail price." Sure. But he's like, "Oh yeah, we gotta order some of those."
Nice. Okay, so the last couple books I got, some Iron Man. I had 3 of them here. 191.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then we got 199.
You're going to show 200? You have 200?
And I have issue 200.
I can't stand that book.
Oh, why is that?
That's when they changed the font, and I've never liked that font.
I don't like it either. I'll be honest. Yeah, because I have a run of these.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I like the original font much better, and I never liked that one.
Yep, I agree with you there.
So I actually dumped all my Iron Man books that are 200 and above, and they all went in the Bueller boxes.
Did you really?
I didn't like the font.
Hey. Oh well. Someone's gonna get a bonus. Someone's gonna get a collection book for their collection.
Yep. Well, there was because the first appearance of War Machine is in above the issue 200, so that went into the Bueller boxes. Yeah. There we go. Very cool, buddy. But I'm trying to put together a run of Iron Man 1 to 200, and right now I think I'm about 30 books away from having that run of 1 to 200, and that's going to be for my daughter. That's the only character she likes, and so that's why I'm trying to put it together. It's exactly right, Sam. Bueller is the man. Totally. Sam's the man. Yeah, he is. So, did you see the video that he did? It's just a little. Sorry, Sam. This is just a little 1-minute video where he pushes something off his bed, and it's a little note that says "knowledge." It says, "That's awesome, buddy." And then Sam goes, "There's a new series coming out. It's called I'm Dropping Knowledge," or something like that, because that's something that he's talked about. And I've talked about it with him and stuff. Just remember one thing, Sam. Can I give just a tiny bit of advice? Do me one favor. one tiny favor. Can I ask? I want you to say something in chat. He's laughing. He's laughing. And this is a big deal to me. Here it is. Okay, Tim. You see what Bueller is doing as a streamer, as a hobbyist, as a friend, as dropping knowledge as much as we can, his new releases, his Monday morning coffee, all that thing. Stay to yourself. Stay true to yourself. You don't need anybody telling you what to do. Yeah. Listen, what I mean by that, what's the word I've always asked you, Drew? Asked you all the time, Bueller. Critique
is always good. That helps you grow. You don't need anything else out there telling you how you should do it or how you should follow. You do your own thing because that's what makes you unique, Sam. And that's why I like you. And that's why I subscribe to you. And that's why I watch you, just like Bueller.
Yep.
And there is a bunch of the community that are like that, original by themselves, doing their own thing. Kudos.
Yep. That's one thing about Sam, and I've talked to Sam quite a bit about it, is he's got so much. The guy knows like everything I've ever thrown at him.
Sam, I know you have the experience. I know you've been here 12 years. That's what I'm saying. You stay the man. You know what I'm getting at.
I did give him an idea, and I'm going to share the idea. Okay. So,
did you ask his permission?
What's that?
Did you ask his permission?
No, I never asked Sam permission. So he did that video where he just drops a little piece of paper that says knowledge, and he does the little thing, I'm dropping knowledge type thing. And I said, you need to do a sequel. I go to the craft store, buy a little cardboard cutout of the number 2, okay? And I said, make a sequel and push the number 2 off the bed and just say, I'm dropping a deuce on you.
Oh my God, dude. That's
so he thought it was pretty funny, but I go, I don't know if he's going to do it. I thought it would be cool.
Chat. Oh my God.
Hey, what's going on?
It's TJ Watson. It's the slab dragon himself.
Very cool.
My man. One gentleman I've always loved to have an interview with and talk with. That'd be awesome.
TJ, I haven't really spent too much time with TJ. I think he was on the Comic Core like one time, like a long time ago as a guest. One of the guys that I wish I could get to know a little bit better because everyone talks so highly of him. I've chatted with him a couple times, and I've seen this collection, and it's mind blowing.
It's mind blowing,
and it's just awesome. So TJ, thank you so much, my friend, for jumping in and saying hello.
Yes, I really appreciate it too. High respect for that gentleman.
It's like you look at his collection. It's like looking at New York City. If New York City
blows me away. It blows me away. I seen him when he was first starting out. It was fantastic, his stuff. Unreal. And he's got really good knowledge when it comes to art and stuff. I've watched some of his stuff. Really good. You gotta put more content out there, buddy. Just yourself, though. I want to see TJ Watson.
The slab.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. Thank you so much, buddy, for coming. This has been a long show tonight. It's Saturday night. Really? Yeah, really. Make it long. It's my show.
It's all right. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, we're having a good time. We haven't done this in so long, bud. I don't get to do this very often.
Yeah.
You know, my schedule is so messed up, and it's like the only time I have time off, and that's once in a while during the summertime on Fridays. Otherwise, I'm working Monday through Thursday, and I work a graveyard shift. So my only time off is Saturday and Sunday. I'm Rock. What does it say? I'm D-Runk the Slab Cricket. You see what D-Runk just said?
Yep. It looks like the Blazers lost.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, well.
It's just sports anyway.
Yep. That's not good.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Sports are overrated, in my opinion. I'm sorry, dude. You know, you and me and the rest of the world that work, and
I don't work.
No, I'm saying, sports guys out there making $10 million to play baseball.
Yeah.
Really? I get it. I understand it. You don't have to explain it to me in chat. I get it.
Did you ever play sports when you were younger?
Yes. Actually, I used to fight jock douchebags in school because he used to pick on me, so I defend myself. I know it's a little shit.
Yeah.
I stood my ground. I never got picked on.
Yeah.
And I wound up getting in trouble, or they got basically pointed me. I got in trouble, and for fighting with some jock guy, broke his nose, and he deserved it. And that's how I got into football. So
Wow.
I went into 2 seasons of football in high school because,
Wow.
and then as total, I had a total. Gave me a total different respect. I still didn't like a lot of them, but that's what made me fight harder.
Yeah.
If you know my point.
Yep.
That's why I've looked at sports kind of like society looks at it as an epidemic, or what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? That's why I think I like wrestling. You've been kind of turning me back on wrestling.
There you go.
I used to watch wrestling when I was growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
My favorite was the classic. Do you ever remember the Crusher? He used to eat his cigars. He had or Baron von Raschke.
Oh yeah.
Wow. The German guy with the bald head, all scarred up.
They're a little before my time, but yeah, I know who you're talking
That was my wrestling growing up as a kid. It was that overweight Crusher guy with a big beer gut, and he always kicked ass when he was on the stage. That was I wish I could remember the name of the wrestling federation at that time. That's when before it exploded after Hulk Hogan came onto the scene, and then it turned into, what was it, WWF or something?
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. This used to be on TV on Saturday and Sunday nights, I think it was.
Yeah.
Nights to watch it. But the Crusher was awesome. He reminded me of, what was it, Minnesota Fats. He was an old, like, expert pool shark.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime he got mad, he'd get frustrated with his opponent, he'd take a fat ass cigar and he'd chew it up and spit it out. It was so funny, dude. Yeah. Those were the days. Yeah. I really am feeling aged now. That's so old school. Cause see, I met at Renaissance Fair on me and G go to Renaissance every year. And we love the Renaissance. It's all awesome. Miss G looks absolutely phenomenal. She's got like a million outfits.
Squirrel.
You know what that means? I have to wear a kilt. Yeah, guys, no underwear.
Squirrel. 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 It's kind of weird that I know that.
Awesome, buddy. Okay. So sorry.
That's all right. Didn't want you to give away too much there, buddy.
Thank you. That's funny. That was so funny. Me sad, horrible. What is he saying in there?
He's well, I think he's upset that the Blazers lost.
Oh, bummer.
So unfortunately, I'm not surprised that they lost. But Sam's pretty into it, so I know that's why Sam's sad. Sam's sad.
Where am I from? I'm getting that question again. D-Rock, I'm from all over the place. Part of my childhood was in New York. I was raised a lot when I was my younger childhood. I used to hang out a lot in Chinatown. I had a lot of Asian friends growing up as a kid. And I used to get in a lot of fights in New York. And then moved to Manhattan for a while. Lived with an aunt growing up. Then I've moved all over the country. I've been all over the place. The only place I haven't been to is like Oregon, Washington. I need to hit those places. I want to see the Redwood Forest. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, look who showed up. I love it. I gave you a huge shout out. Just Rican and his comics.
He's probably tired from the con.
Yeah, I bet he is. Did you get some good books, Just Rican? I hope he did.
They're all down in Florida going to that con.
That wasn't. Is that the one where there was a couple going on this weekend, wasn't there?
Yeah.
New York too.
I think so, because I know that whatever the one Thoro went to.
Yeah, that was awesome. I told him to make sure he specifically took a selfie with him in the New York Warriors.
I think I saw that.
That was awesome. Awesome. I've always liked the New York Warriors. Good guy.
I haven't watched a lot of their stuff. To be honest, I've watched.
It's unfortunate because the Tuesday nights I'm working, so I always catch the rewind.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting.
I'm getting squirrels thrown at me.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah, the squirrels are cracking me up. You know who I love this? The squirrel thing. Where is I got issues?
I don't know. He likes the panda, doesn't he?
No, I got issues. Love Squirrel Girl.
Oh,
And it's Hulk nuts that can't stand Squirrel Girl because I got issues always teases him. It's hilarious. If you ever get the opportunity, Bueller, watch their second episode. There's a really cool story with Hulk nuts talking about a comic book collection he buys off of I think it was Craigslist.
yeah.
Goes out to the city. I don't know what city he was in at the time. I can't remember that part. It was in Chicago or California somewhere. Goes out in the middle of the really rough neighborhood. This guy pulls up in a van. Okay. He's driving a small, I think it was like a small Honda or something. I remember this story because it brings back memories of certain things that have happened in my life.
I was watching it. I watched it.
Did you see that? That was awesome.
But they don't have I don't think they have their channel anymore.
Oh, really?
I from what I was told that he stopped doing it and took his channel down.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
That was a really good story.
Well, you're not able to go back and watch it.
D-Runk, are you from Minnesota? Where are you from, bud? He's going to a con in Minnesota. Where's the con in Minnesota? That's only a state away from you, bud. I live in north central Wisconsin, in the middle of nowhere. Yes, please hit the like button. I appreciate that, you guys. Subscribe. That would be great. I know this has been a very long kind of marathon conversation, but me and Bueller are having just a good time until his son comes home, which how much time do I got left?
He'll probably be here in like 20 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm having some beers and
he might be going out to the club tonight too. So
a good your son.
Yep.
Has he?
What's that?
Has your son made any more music videos?
He's made some more music, but he hasn't made any more videos yet. But I think he's gonna. And it's funny because he's like here, Dad, listen to this, and I listen to it, and I really don't know what to say because it's not like my type of music.
Of course.
So I'm like, I guess
it's music. So I like it.
So I'm like, I guess it's good and stuff. And but I mean, he's really into it and he's enjoying it. And I tell him, I said, as long as you're enjoying it.
Holy mackerel! Sorry. Go ahead, bud.
But yeah, he really enjoys doing it, so I support him.
That's excellent. That's very good. Tell him to keep doing it because I liked it.
Yep. He's always wanting to borrow my microphone. He's like, Dad, can I borrow your microphone? I go, yeah, go ahead.
Nice. Very cool. I'm looking at D-Runk right now. He just lives in Shakopee. That's the Renaissance Fair we used to go to, D-Runk, out in Shakopee there. Has he got one more year, or how much more longer does it have? That's probably one of the best Renaissance fairs I've ever been to. Me and love that place. You live all the way out in Shakopee, right? So you live in Shakopee, or the con is going to be in Shakopee? Is it a small venue? Spring Con. Okay, gotcha. Nice. I used to go to the remember the old Radisson? Good, Sam. You know, Sam, I don't understand that. I had a question about that. I heard Bueller, buddy, Sam was having problems with his problem with what was the phone and video or something with Google. That didn't make sense.
Well, what they did was if you have apparently, and Sam told me about. I think it was Sam who told me
Under 1,000 subs, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't live stream on a mobile device anymore. Which I don't really know why they did it, but I mean,
That's weird, Sam.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking Sam is because I've done a couple of short videos on my phone and I've uploaded them.
Yeah. I think it's just live streaming is what it is.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Which I've always used a computer, so it was never.
Yeah, that's
never an issue. So.
And dude, thank you for your help tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a big learning process. What I need to do next is try to make. I want to do like kind of video intro kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what you're telling me, and you told me before you talk about. Let me just say, squirrel.
There we go. You're funny.
Because you already told me what you
Thank you.
What you wanted to say.
Clean.
Squirrel.
You know what's funny is Justin Rican showed up, right?
Yeah.
I watched him a couple of times. I love Justin Rican he's a great guy. What's cool about Justin Rican is he's just slick and cool. He puts that hat on and he's just smooth. That's what I like about Justin Rican. And he gives credit where credit is due with new streamers. You know, he gives them some credit, gives them a shout out, which is really awesome. That I appreciate. I think that's awesome. Keep to your own self, Justin Rican, your own show.
I noticed, I've been on his channel a couple times.
Yes.
And he's a very passionate guy.
Yes, he is.
And it's really nice to see that,
Yep.
As a lot of people don't let that type of passion be shown.
Yep.
And with him, it's right there. You see it from the very beginning. And I respect that right away. So
me too.
I really enjoy that from him.
And the funny thing is, though, I'd have to say about Justin Rican, first couple of times, I was waiting for him to shout out my handle name. And I think he was embarrassed or hard to say it for him at the first couple of times. Am I not right, Justin Rican? He finally said it a couple of times. I was like, yes. He couldn't say the G spot. And Justin Rican, just so you know, no, you're not. And Justin Rican, remember this. You're a unique individual. You don't need anybody to be telling you anything except positive stuff. Stay to your true self, because that's why people follow you and that's why people like you. I, for one. You are humble, and that's a good thing about you, buddy, and I like that. But just so you know, Justin Rican, just so you're aware of it, I did not make up the name for this show. This is G did. My wife. She came up with the name. I love my wife.
Well, there's a joke there, Robert, but I'm not going to say it.
You go right ahead.
No, I don't want to say it.
Go ahead. Say it. This is adult night. It's what, 10:55 at night?
I don't want. I'm not going to say it.
You are too funny, buddy. There's, and I know I keep hitting the dead horse, buddy, but like I told you in the beginning, like I'm going to keep saying, everybody out there wants to start a YouTube channel, something they enjoy, do it. Do it for yourself. Be about doing it. Okay? You can follow whoever you want to follow. You can be whatever you want to be, but be yourself. This is the reason why this video has been going on for so long tonight. Yeah, I'm here having a beer. We're talking about comics. This whole video tonight was about 50-cent and dollar comics and some movie reviews and some knowledge, dropping some knowledge. Even Sam in the web. Come on. Sam even dropped some knowledge. He dropped some stuff I had no idea. Not everybody knows everything out there. whether it's for profit, whatever. It's however you want to take it. But be yourself. I think you know what I'm getting at.
I get it.
Yes, I was asking Bueller. I was getting there. Sorry, squirrel again. Here we go. Costa Rican just put in there, Bueller. I got some coffee for you.
Yeah.
Me too, Bueller. That's what I wanted to ask you. Me and Laura, I was trying to say that earlier. Your favorite mix was eggnog, if I'm not mistaken.
It's probably my favorite latte as far as
Flavoring, right?
but not like pure, like if I'm just drinking black coffee or whatnot, that's not what I prefer.
Right.
Because that's a little different. But Rod, he said that he had some coffee for me. I've had people send me coffee, which is just awesome. I mean, they've sent me bags of coffee.
Sure.
And I've been able to try, coffee from all over the United States because everyone kind of has some local places and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
You there, bud?
Yeah, I'm there.
There you go.
I'm just staring at you.
The damn screen just all of a sudden froze and then went back on. I don't understand. Have you ever had Cameron's coffee?
What's that?
You ever had Cameron's coffee?
No, I can't say I have.
Ooh, okay. Then you're gonna have some sent your way.
Well, there you go.
One of my favorites from Cameron's coffee is, and we get it, we pre-grind it. It's Highlander's Krog, and there's a chocolate brownie one.
Yeah.
Their coffees are wow, very good. We'll make sure to send you some when Laura perfects her macadamia cookie.
That's what I was gonna say. You gotta have those with the coffee.
Absolutely.
It was funny because one time, I think just recently in my coffee video, I asked a question like, "What coffee do you drink?" And then there was 200 responses to it, and there was so many coffees I'd never heard of, and I was responding to all of them. What's that? What's that? That sounds good.
And I'll be honest with you, buddy. The best coffee I ever had is one of my old bosses. He was a chef. He was a French chef, and he goes, "Robert, come here. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you what exquisite coffee tastes like." Now, we've all had different types of coffee, but this gentleman brought out a copper coffee pot, just a little one. Did it on the burner, right? Did it fresh, and only gives you one. They call them demi-tasse cups, these small little cups. Okay,
yeah.
So you only got like maybe not even 3-4 ounces of coffee. And he made this coffee fresh, grounded in front of me. Made it in the coffee pot on the stove. Boom, done. Dude, probably the best coffee I ever drank. It was so smooth, and it was a Turkish coffee. It's actually a Turkish way of making coffee. It was so good.
I think my buddy, he's got, not that type, but he's had the Turkish coffee and stuff. And I tried it at his house. It is good.
Oh, it's so smooth. It's not something you drink every day, but it's something that's one of those things you need, it's really nice to have.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're getting some coffee sent your way from Costa Rican.
It's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
He was telling me about some coffee before, and I was like, that sounds really good.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Isn't Rican from California?
He lives in Florida.
No, he's the Florida guy.
Yeah.
Because I used to think for the longest time Discovery Bay was from Florida, and he actually lives in California.
Yeah, that's why it's called Discovery Bay. That's actually a place in California.
Wow. Okay.
I know that because I sent him. He buys Bueller boxes all the time.
I know.
The address that says Discovery Bay, California. I was like, oh, that's where he got the name from.
I love the way you helped him with that name too. That was pretty cool.
Hey, look at that.
What's that?
The Cameron coffee is out of Shakopee? Is that correct?
That's Shakopee. Yes, you're right there, bud. That's right. That's what he was saying.
Yep.
D-Rock, correct. It is out of Shakopee. Their warehouse is over there. Yep. Yeah, that's on the weekends. Here's how it goes. The special coffee for me and Miss G, that's what we drink. We drink strictly that coffee. And then the crap I drink Monday through Thursday for work is a cheap coffee. So yeah,
Awesome.
that's right. What's up, bud?
I said, cool, buddy.
Yeah. All right. I guess. Well, how long have we been going anyway? I have no idea.
We've been going a while.
Oh my goodness, almost 2 hours, buddy.
It's been over 2 hours. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm showing. No, wait a
We
minute.
started at like 6:30. It's like
No, it was.
it's like 9 o'clock now. It's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, our time frame is a little different.
But it's still 2.5 hours.
So, what time is it for you there now? It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. We started at 6:30 my time.
Okay, my time. I started at 8 o'clock. So right now it's 11:02.
Yeah. What? We started at 8 o'clock your time?
Yep.
Okay.
So I made it 5 o'clock your time.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
How late were we? You were originally scheduled to go on
8 o'clock.
at 8 o'clock, and we were only late by like 20 minutes.
No, it wasn't 20 minutes. Was it really? No, it couldn't have been. No, it was like 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, then we're almost been going for 3 hours.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome stream.
That's the quote of the night right there.
Dude, all right, I'll let you go. I'm sorry. This was so much fun. Bill, thank you very much for coming. Was camping a while back and had Jordan a few spots down. They had copper set up like they were talking about Bobby. They had a whole rig for large silver looking for coal here. What are you talking about, Bill? You see the chat?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm like, he knows I like real silver stuff. And the funny thing is what was really cool, you guys, Mrs. G had her first show today. She's a huge crafter. She's been making stuff for months. So during the winter months out here, it gets really cold. She's been making roses. She's very, very good at wire art. She's been doing some really cool stuff. So she made a bunch of pieces. And I told her, why don't you get into more? Hey, Dragon, Hunter Thompson, what's up, guy? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming. She made what I thought would be appropriate, Bueller, dragon eyes because of Game of Thrones. Okay. She made bracelets. She made necklace. I actually am wearing one. Yeah, check out that. If you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Is it coming in clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. She made that.
That's awesome.
And this is a hemp cord. So, yeah.
My son would like that. He likes stuff like that.
Galvin can jump but behave low. What does that mean, Costa Rican? Sorry, I'm reading the chat, guys. I apologize. I hope I'm behaving. This is for adults only, if you wish.
Everyone's gonna know your safe word, Robert.
What's that?
Everyone's gonna know your safe word. After that? The squirrel.
Squirrel is Laura. That's not my safe word.
Yeah, I don't want to know your real safe word. Squirrel, right now, squirrel. I know your YouTube safe word. I should clarify. I know the YouTube safe word. I don't want to know anything else revolving around safe words from you. No offense.
Dude, yeah, I love you, man. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Oh my God. Too funny. I can jump but behave. I'm trying to understand what he's saying there. I will behave. I've been waiting for, if I've missed it, Costa Rican, I apologize. But I haven't heard my name called once on his show. As a shout out. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh my God.
Just Do you see what Thompson's putting in there?
Yeah,
I say for don't stop.
yeah,
Don't stop. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right on.
yeah.
Hello. Sarah's laughing. No, the squirrels coming in, you guys, you're wondering what Bueller's talking about is my wife. When she's in chat, she, okay,
Oh my god.
she, shut up. I know where you're going with it. You're going off the whole other end. I'm not doing there. When I go off on a tangent and start having to try to have a conversation, and all of a sudden I'll go into something else, something else, something else. Squirrel is to kind of keep me on track of the same story because I like to talk about, yeah, Squirrel Girl. There she is. There's Mrs. G. There's my better half. She really is looking forward.
I think you froze there, Robert.
Froze right on what I just said.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
You didn't?
Nope.
But it doesn't work, does it? Mrs.
Nope.
G, you hear what she's saying? I used to be a tent hopping lot squirrel. That's hilarious. Do you see what Hunter's putting in there? Who's the Hunter Thompson? I'm trying to figure out who that is. I've never seen him before.
I've seen Hunter.
You know him?
Yep, I know.
All good. Good peoples.
All good. All good.
Good. Justin Rican, thank you very much for showing up, buddy. I appreciate it very much. You rock, buddy. Love your slick videos. They're awesome. I always catch you. Thank you for coming, buddy. 12:02 where he's at. So he's an hour ahead of me. Thank you very much, Justin Rican. I appreciate it. All right, buddy. I guess we'll call it a night, right? It's been a long time. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you did.
Yep, I had a good time.
Everybody in chat, everybody who sees this on the rewind, thank you very much. To all my YouTube fellows out there.
Look who came by to say hello finally. Look at that. This is the Nipples the cat. She just jumped up here to say hello. Hello.
Squirrels.
The cat.
What's that, honey?
I'm out of squirrels. I don't have any squirrels left. I'm sure.
Oh, I love it. Look at Nipples. That's awesome, buddy.
Yep.
She looks upset.
Yeah, my son just got here and he's hungry.
Okay. You want to see something funny?
Yep.
Instead of throwing a squirrel at me, look what she throws at me. Oh my God, this thing is heavy.
Yeah.
It's an anvil. Hint, hint.
Yep.
All right, guys. Bueller, thanks for being here. We
I
had
had a fun time, man. I appreciate you having me on.
absolutely did. It was so much fun. Thank you so much. Everybody in chat, thank you for coming. Like, subscribe. Everybody you see in chat, subscribe them all up. All these people, I'm going to shout out really quick. Thorough Caboro, Comments with Bueller, my buddy right here. Big Lion Cat 646, Midwest Comics Man, The Gray Man, Just Rican, Big Will, Barbarian Kung Fu, Joel Ryan Comics, Chino Comics and more. Take the Time Collectibles, Comic Spectre, Comic Tom 101, JP Budget Collecting, and Sam. We love you, buddy. Thank you for being my moderator tonight. Quick couple shout outs. Cat Red Figures, Seawood, The Smurf. Did I mention him before? John Comics with Kids, White Whale Comics. Thank you very much. There's the shout outs for tonight. Very long list. You guys have a blast. I got to do I'm trying to do like an outing thing, buddy. Okay. So when I puff out and say my last piece, I'll just say it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being my guest tonight, buddy. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Everybody in the chat, everybody out in the world. Blessed be.
That's awesome. We're still live.
Oh.